at 46%.
Whoa.
Bring me your tears. Bring me your tears. Take all my wasted years. Bring me your tears. You let me down. Left me for dead. Bury me deep in the ground and over my head. I try to scream till my lungs give out.
What is going on, everybody? I'm over here not prepared at all. Trying to
Not my fault.
Hashtag not Blaze's fault. I think that's
Not this time.
I think that's everybody. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. We'll see what happens. I might get yelled at.
Uh-oh.
I'm like trying to post on social media, trying to email the link out, trying to do 19 things at once. And the song just wasn't quite long enough. Anywho, guys, what's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Glick's House of Music. It's a little different tonight. This is our new little experiment. We did it last month. Blaze and I got together and chit-chatted about music, and we decided I didn't have a guest tonight, so we're going to do the old Glick and Blaze mixtape here on Glick's House of Music.
I enjoy this. I enjoy it. Kind of like popping in every once in a while on a music cast. I'm down.
Yeah. We might open up the panel. We'll see what I might throw that link up there. If we do open up the panel, just remember it is a music show, so we're gonna keep the conversation music. And I might have a few surprises up my sleeve tonight for you guys. We might have some surprise guests pop in here throughout the show. But we'll see what happens. With that being said, as I said, welcome to Glick's House of Music here on the Nonsensical Network. If you're not already, go ahead and check us out. We are everywhere: Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. Shows are live Monday through Sunday on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. And yes, we are actually fully loaded. We do have shows 7 days a week now.
Fully fucking loaded.
So no more talking out my ass.
Boom.
Glick, boom. And you can listen anytime wherever you listen to podcasts at, whether it be Spotify, Apple, or Billy Bob's podcasting app. More than likely, we're there. All at the Nonsensical Network, or you can simply go to bio.link/Nonsensical Network. All them links is going to be there, including a link to Beauty and the Beard Creative Corner. Look, you guys can get yourself some nonsensical swag, like the hoodie, Glick's House of Music, quote unquote official hoodie of Glick's House of Music. I wore it to work today, and I got some pretty nice compliments. They're like, "Oh, it's a nice hoodie. What is that? Glick's House of Music." I was like, "Yeah, that's a podcast I host. You should check it out. It's live tonight at 8 p.m.
Hell yeah. Or 8:30.
And then I have my nonsensical nonsense hat on, and they're like, "What's that say on your hat?" And I was like, "This is another podcast I host on Saturdays." But when you're at that bio link, make sure you check out Beauty and the Beard Creative Corner. You can get all your nonsensical swag there, merch there, or if you want your own personalized stuff, Nikki can get you taken care of. She does do sublimation, and she is starting to dabble into the world of vinyl prints on the shirts and stuff. So she got her first order in. She's going to be checking those out and see how she likes them and how they go. But she's on Facebook and Instagram, Beauty and the Beard Creative Corner. Give her a follow, give her a like, and don't forget to give us a follow, a like.
I'm still waiting on a quote for a T-shirt for myself. Well, not for myself, but for the swag bag.
Oh, you need a quote on the T-shirt. I thought you just wanted to know if she could do it.
Both.
$20,000.
Okay, cool. If Bigfoot played in a string band, I would talk about it.
I mean, us Big Feet, we're known for our musical talents.
Is Big Feet plural for Bigfoot?
You know what? As the resident Bigfoot, yes. When there are multiple Bigfoots in an area, we call ourselves Big Feet.
I figured it was more of a deer kind of thing.
What is the plural of deer? Like
deer?
Deer. It's just deer. Yeah, it's just deer. Deerses.
Deerses is deer eye.
Deer eye? Look at all them deerses over there in the woods. Anyways, yeah, Big Feet. A gaggle of Bigfoot would be Big Feet.
Okay. So proclaims the king of the Bigfoot. I'm down.
I mean, I'm the only representative out here speaking for my people. So, I feel like I forgot to do something. Anyways, nonetheless, Blaze, what's going on with you, man? How's are you snowed in again this time? Or are you
No, not really snowed in. I mean, we got a couple inches this morning, and then it turned into rain, so it kind of washed it all out. But I was kind of like, fuck it, I ain't gonna go do anything today. So I kind of been binge watching the show that I found on Netflix. I guess it's been out for like 4 seasons. So I've been watching a little bit of that. Yeah. So other than that, I'm doing good. How you been doing, man?
Man, I'm surviving. I'm counting down the days, man. Unfortunately, I'm like 3 days away from unemployment. I don't know what that's going to be like because I've never been unemployed in my life, but I got some. What's that old saying? I got some wood in the fire, some pots on the stove. Yeah. I don't know. I got some things going on.
Got some things going on. You got some plans.
Got some plans. I'm about to be putting my wiener on the internet and selling my dirty boxers.
Okay. All right. You gonna sell Glick's bathwater?
Yeah. I mean, we can do bathwater. Maybe I'll sell my farts. I don't know. I mean, I can get an AI generated picture of some hot chick and just claim to be her and sell my farts in a jar.
You can just claim it's Jeff's.
Yeah.
We all went.
Just got plenty of AI girlfriends. Maybe I can. Yeah, Jeff's got plenty of AI girlfriends.
You're a big. Sell your nail clippings. There you go.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, wants Bigfoot nail clippings. I'm joking.
Yeah.
What does this have to do with music?
Nothing at all. nothing at all. Welcome. Anyways, so I guess. No, I do want to say real quick. We started the show with our girl Jules and the and I did that for a reason because I was talking to her. And she has a gig tomorrow night. So anybody that may be listening out in the Los Angeles area, Hollywood area, she is going to be at the Lucky Strike tomorrow night doing a show. So if you're out in that area, you're listening to us and you want to take a little trip, go show our girl Jules some love. And shout out, Glick's House the Music sent me.
I'm sure she'll probably give you a free T-shirt too if you did.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I gotta. That's the other thing I gotta get on. I gotta get her a shirt sent out. I gotta get AJG a shirt sent out too as well. I feel like there's other people I need to send shirts to.
You know what you should do? You know what you should get? You get one Glick's House of Music shirt, and then send it. It's gonna require it being sent back to you, and send it to each one of your interviewees and have them all sign it.
Oh, that's a hell of an idea.
Tell them you'll pay for the shipping and stuff. But I mean, you know what I mean? Have and then have one T-shirt, and you can like put it up in one of those glasses and frames and shit, glass frames. Yeah. Anyway, it was just an idea.
That'd be pretty dope. Although, I'd probably need multiple shirts. I'll just wait until I do my music festival here in a couple of years and I have everybody there, and then I'll just have
one. You can have one for each year and you can auction it off.
Yeah, we'll auction them off for charity.
Ooh, that's actually not a bad idea.
Charity of Glick's broke ass. No, an actual charity. I'll have to construct a wall and just be like, here, everybody sign this wall, and then I can put it. Whenever we buy a house, I can just put it in the studio behind me or something.
There you go.
Glick's Wall of Fame. All my former guests. But yeah, man, I'm that's one of the cool things about doing this show is getting to meet. Not only getting to hang out with all these different artists, but then like continue friendships with most of them and watch and then like be in kind of the loop when they got new things coming up or irons in the fire. Thank you. Zane.
What's that mean? What's irons in the fire?
That's the old saying I was trying to think of.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. I got wood in the fire.
Dude, Xanthius is a cool motherfucker.
But getting to kind of be a part of their little, their not their little, but their musical journey, and watch them grow and do things and whatnot. I know I won't speak too much on it, but I got a phone call from our good friend Arliss last night, and had to help him out with something music wise, which is pretty dope because I don't know where I'm qualified to make decisions at, but no, either way, I was definitely honored to help him out and um, whatnot. And I love when they hit me up, hey man, or when other artists, hey man, I got this new song coming out. What do you think? I mean, does my opinion really matter? Well, we just know you'll be honest with us, bro. I'm like, yeah, I'll always be fucking honest with somebody.
Well, that's good.
If you put out some whack ass shit, I'm gonna tell you put out some whack ass shit. Some wiggity whack.
Now all records have now changed to comport to Glick's taste.
I mean, the music world would be a much better place if we just went off of music according to Glick.
True.
Because I mean, I don't mean to brag or anything, but I think I do a pretty good job of, I think I listen to some pretty good music. I haven't gotten any complaints since I started doing this show, and
I think you kept it pretty diverse so far in your range of music. There for a little bit, it was definitely country heavy, and it is what it is. But
it also boils down to the artists that are responding back. You know what I mean? So, because I'm hitting everybody up, I love all types of music.
I'd like to see some more rap up here, but that's just my own personal bias.
I'm going to say not as a lack of trying. Again, not being a and I'll say it kind of boils down to maybe two things: not being a big name in the podcasting world, and also we have to understand artists are busy people, especially if they're trying to, if they're trying to become successful. So that's that. I'm truly honored, and it's obviously a privilege that anybody takes any time out of their day, their evening, to come up on here. But I mean, that's what it boils down to, is just having the time and the availability to do the show and being able to come on. So I mean, trust me, I got my hands in a little bit of everything. There's a lot of different artists out there that I've reached out to, different genres of music. I think the next couple of weeks are going to show that. I think my next 2 to 3 guests are all three very different from each other, different style of music.
Can you divulge who your next? Excuse me, everyone.
Oh yeah.
Next week's guest is?
Next week I have Gino Jobert coming on. He's actually, shout out to Arliss again. He's a friend of Arliss.
Southern rock. I'm assuming Southern rock then.
No, he is. What would you classify his music as? Like pop music, pop rock music ish.
Okay. All right.
He did have a song on the Mad Max movie, the newer ones. I think the Tom Hardy one. And then the following week I have Any Color You Like. They are
what you do you know exactly what Mad Max film it is, or what's the name of the song? I'm curious.
Well, I would have to look it up to find
Actually,
it. I haven't downloaded any music.
What was the gentleman's name?
Gino Jobert.
Gino Jobert?
Yeah, he's a New Orleans native.
I don't even know how to fucking spell that.
The song is Ride or Die. It is the official video 2023 Mad Max theme.
Mad Max. That's just so general, though.
So I don't know if it's from the movies or what's going on here, but Will, I was going to ask you about that. But it's a dope song. It's an old school. It's got like a old school rock vibe to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's got a little bit slower song out currently that he's pushing Time for a Change. Basically just saying the world's going to hell in a handbasket at the end of the day.
Joe Burt. Ride or Die,
Yes,
Joe Burt, official media. Yeah, I found it on YouTube. Yeah. Okay, that's
he's a New Orleans native. So not only do I want to obviously talk about his music, but I also want to talk about being from New Orleans because I have a fascination with that city. And I've never been. It's on my bucket list.
He's a classic.
And definitely, yeah, and definitely want to go. Definitely want to go down and visit. And then I got Any Color You Like coming up the following week. They're an indie soul prog band with a hint of lime is how they describe their music.
Or they hint of lime. They're like a Corona beer.
Yeah. Then I'm hoping at the beginning of next month, have another band coming on out of Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Jack's Revenge. I think they're going to be another fun.
That sounds like a cool ass name.
Yeah, they were actually scheduled to come on a couple weeks ago, but unfortunately, one of the members in the band had a slip and fall on the ice and had to have surgery, emergency surgery on their arm. So I mean, that's next three guests, all three different styles of music, different genres, and
you have them punk rock. I like punk too.
I'm
more into anti-establishment music. A lot of punk rock, a lot of hip hop.
Yeah.
Anyway,
speaking
of anti-establishment music and performances, what'd you think about the Kendrick Lamar freaking halftime show, buddy?
I was just you beat me to it. I'm gonna drop that link just in case anybody's curious or anybody is feeling special wants to come up.
You don't have to. If I time that wrong, you don't want to segue into that. Just
no. I was no. You beat me to the punch because I was actually getting ready to say the same thing to you since we were talking about anti-establishment and demand. So we were again, as always, we're on the same wavelength. We're basically riding in the same car together. Yeah. So no, you know what? I
Minty.
You take away. Yo, what a minty. What a wow. When they first announced Kendrick Lamar, I was kind of like, he had, I mean, he's a hell of a rapper. I mean, he's a hell of a rap artist. Definitely, I think as far as new rappers in the game right now, I think he's top tier, one of the best, if not the best.
New? He's been out for, I wouldn't really consider him new, though.
He's been out for a while, but he's still a newer generation.
I give you that, yeah. Music
wise. Usually I have guests on here on Tuesday nights, but tonight's a little bit different. So, respect where respect is due, and I love the fact that lately he is just absolutely just destroying Drake. And it's wild because they're on the same record label. And Drake's just dropping lawsuit after lawsuit. It's like, come on, Drake, you bitch made ass motherfucker. That's why you got shot on Degrassi High and was in a wheelchair.
I am not that. So I had to do a little digging on that whole Drake thing because I don't really keep up with a lot of the behind the scenes gossip and legalities going on. I mean, I'll catch it. Something like the P Diddy thing blew up so fucking big that it was thrusted in your lap. But the whole Drake thing, I didn't really know much about. Hey, Kendrick Lamar's last name is Duckworth. That is so awesome. Anyway, I looked him up on I wanted to see when he started his career, years active, 2003 to present. So about 20 years, a little over 20 years, 22 years. The first time I heard Kendrick Lamar was on a track with Tech Nine, "Fragile." Was the first time I heard, and I was like blown the fuck away.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
And then I kept up with some of his stuff. Like my kids actually listened to more than I did, but his Humble sit down is pretty good. And then somebody actually took his lyrics and redid it another way for Humble County. It's pretty funny. But anyway, when I start writing my own music, I could possibly jump in. Oh, dude, I don't know nothing about music except I know what I like. Now, Glick, on the other hand, he does. So, Minty, I don't know if you know this. Glick does typically do interviews. Usually has one scheduled every Tuesday night. This Tuesday night he didn't, so those Tuesday nights sometimes he'll bring me on and we'll sit here and chit chat about music and listen to shit and talk shit. Humble is really good. Humble's very good.
Yeah, Humble is good. It's the Glick and Blaze mixtape.
If you guys aren't familiar with Tech Nine's collab song with Kendrick Lamar, "Fragile," it is dope as fuck. God, when did that come out? That might have been 2005. But anyway, more specifically, what'd you think about the show itself?
I thought the show itself was. I mean, outside of the, again, I'm kind of border. I like Kendrick Lamar. I like his music. I was turned on to Kendrick Lamar with Swimming Pools. I think that's probably around the time he really started blowing up. He might have been around, and I was not privy to him maybe before that. But I like his music. The performance was cool. Before, my son was looking forward to it. Cash was looking forward to it, and I thought the performance was good. There was a little bit of issues with the sound quality in the beginning that you could barely hear him over the backing tracks. And Kendrick was, props to Kendrick, he was actually rapping. He had a hot mic. Yeah, he had a hot mic. Same with I think her name is SZA. She came out and performed with him. She had a hot mic. I've only heard a couple of her songs, but she's not bad. Definitely easy on the eyes too, that's for sure. But I thought the performance was pretty dope. I mean, even in not, even stepping back and not, I know a lot of people have got their panties all up in a twist because of the political and the symbolisms and whatnot like that. But it was a pretty cool performance overall. And what a lot of people don't understand is, like, Kendrick Lamar is from Compton. Kendrick Lamar has brought like the Bloods and Crips together and was like, yo, put your differences aside, man. Let's like fix the community and fix the people and type shit, which is wild to think about at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I thought Sam Jackson was a nice touch coming in as Uncle Sam and really hitting those see, this is a little above my pay grade. The I can't think of the word I'm thinking of.
Just real quick, Xanthius, are you talking about? I had to look up what ragweed you were talking about. I'm assuming it's Cross Canadian Ragweed. Is it like a group? Cross Canadian Ragweed are an American country and rock band formed in Yukon, Oklahoma in 1994. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming that's what he's talking about.
Anyway. If that's who you're talking about, if they're getting back together, hell yeah. But like the cultural division, I guess you could say. I can't think of the exact terminology that what I want to say. The man had a stage. He had the world's eye. Everybody in the world was watching him. Mm-hmm. And if you're going to make a statement, Super Bowl halftime's the place, whether you like it or not. It is and it is. America has not had the greatest history, and we're not living in the greatest present either. We still have a lot of issues.
Somebody, just real quick, Xanthius, it says years active for that ragweed band is 1994 to 2010 and 2024 to present. So apparently they have already got that. So they're probably recording something right now. As for Kendrick Lamar, dude, first of all, I didn't know he was doing the halftime show until Sunday. And I started hearing about it. Yeah, dude, I don't pay attention to Super Bowl. And so, of course, I didn't watch the Super Bowl Sunday. Like I said, I started binge watching some show on Netflix. But yesterday, I was like, you know what? Okay. Sundays when I found out Kendrick Lamar was playing. So yesterday, I was like, you know what? I kind of want to watch this fucking halftime show because I've heard a lot of controversy over it. So I checked it out. First thing that popped up, of course, was what's up, Shaka?
Shaka.
You got open panel if you want to pop up, my dude. And excuse me, guys. I hitting this dab pen gets my congestion going. However, I thought it was awesome. The symbolism. Somebody that was discussing it more in detail, like breaking it down, the symbolism, what it all meant and stuff, pretty much said he was paid by the NFL to do a protest, like you said, in front of the entire fucking world. Like he got him to pay him to do a protest because his whole entire set, from start to beginning, was all just commentary on contemporary time. So it was interesting.
Well, I come across something. I was telling you about this before the show, and it's funny because we said we were going to kind of talk about it. And I know there's a split down the middle, basically. Those who loved it, those who hated it, maybe didn't understand what he was trying to get, his point he was trying to get across. I thought it was dope. He went after Drake, man. They told him not to do it. He did it anyways. He still did the diss track.
That was dope. That was really good.
SZA is one of Drake's ex. He had Serena Williams crip walking, who is also an ex of Drake's. And if you guys remember, Serena got into a little bit of trouble with Wimbledon for crip walking at sea walking or whatever you want to call it. I thought that was cool, man. I thought that was cool that he was told not to do it, and he was like I'm gonna do it anyways. He still went at him, and then there's there's a lyric in the song where he says A minor when he's talking about Drake and his taste in women, and then he had a chain on that was a lowercase a that was supposed to stay. I guess from what I was hearing,
A minor. It was A minor. Yeah. I had to look that up. Apparently, it's part of one of his songs.
It's his diss track on Drake.
Yes, A minor is not only apparently is what Drake uses a lot is the note A minor.
Yeah,
but it's a double entendre to bash him for being a pedophile. So, yep, A minor.
Yeah, A minor. So I came across this thing on Reddit, and it was pretty cool. It's basically a kind of a breakdown, but it's Kendrick Lamar's halftime show was loaded with storytelling and symbolism. It started out with Sam Jackson dressed as Uncle Sam, a popular character that has historically symbolized the U.S., interjecting with commentary that felt representative of how America systematically views, monitors, and polices the Black culture and people. And one of the quotes that Sam Jackson says was, "Too loud, too reckless, too ghetto." Jackson said at one point, "Mr. Lamar, do you really know how to play the game? Then tighten up." Basically telling him, you're not doing what you're supposed to do as a Black man in the American society. They had his dancers were all in red, white, and blue, and at one point they formed a flag during the song "Humble," which, as Wyatt said earlier, what up, Chaka?
What's up, man?
It is a really cool song. And again, the beginning couple songs, man, they were having some sound quality issues. So if you have issues with that, go go do yourself a favor and listen to some Kendrick Lamar tracks. I mean, you'll definitely be worth it for you. Yeah,
I have not fucking heard of Hobson in years.
Well, not only that, but you've also got
he got banned from Australia because that motherfucker was so nuts down there.
You have oh man, what's his name? He's also an actor. I can't think of his name. He did that song "This Is America."
Glover, not Danny Glover.
Yes, Daniel Glover, but his I can't remember his rap.
Yeah, that was another protest song.
Yeah, good song too. Yeah, so they had Lamar had his dancers who were notably all black men, formed to what be an American flag, split down the middle. Some interpreted this as a disconnected formation as a representation of the current state of America, while others said the dancers could have also represented how the country was built on the labor of Black Americans. There was also a call to revolution. After the first song, Lamar chanted the revolution about to be televised. You picked the right time, but the wrong guy. Basically, they feel like that was a shot directly at Trump and the current state of America.
I've heard that interpretation. I've heard that interpretation. I've also heard the interpretation that yes, the flag being divided is supposed to be a representation of how our nation is divided.
Mm-hmm.
When it came to the revolution will be televised. It used to be it was I forgot what song it was, but it was the revolution won't be televised because in order for a revolution to happen, people got to be outside of their houses, not behind their TVs.
Yeah.
And right time or wrong time, right person, or whatever he said. I think that was actually, Kendrick Lamar pointing at himself, saying he's the right person. It's being because he's televising the revolution on stage. That going back to like that whole thing was just a one huge protest. Performance of protest. So
it actually took me. It took me 3 times. It took me 3 times watching it. The first time, honestly, I was like, that sucked. That wasn't no good. And then I was like, me and my wife were talking. I was like, there's got to be more to it. So I watched it again, and I started seeing things in the audience, the game start, and then the countdown and all that. It took me a little bit, and then the third time, I got it because I play Grand Theft Auto with my kids. I've always played Grand Theft Auto, and then I started looking and it looked like a gamepad. I figured it out. I didn't want to go to TikTok.
It was a PlayStation game.
Yeah, it was a PlayStation.
So I got with my 13-year-old. I go, Grand Theft Auto, what's the code to fill your life up? And then he's all, oh, it's this, it's this. And I looked at it again. I said, okay, he put it in the cheat code to get full health. And then I started seeing how the dancers were walking like NPCs. And then his dance was even like the NPC, like you see the TikTokers do the thank you, and I'll do the NPC stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, he's being like an NPC. I go, this is kind of like the way I interpreted it was America's getting played like a video game. This on the third time is what I got out of it.
Okay.
And then because it's the whole like and then of course you have the little him jabs at Drake, and then having all his exes up there. That was his thing. But then I think in my interpretation, the full message was America's getting played like Grand Theft Auto, like a video game. We're all NPCs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. So that's kind of where this is the Great American Game. The performance opened up with a lit up layout of what appeared to be either tic-tac-toe grid or PlayStation symbols. And Jackson, his Uncle Sam, saying this is the Great American Game. The concept of the game could be in reference to Black people having to constantly navigate the American life, culture, and politics. They have to game the system in order to make it out successfully and alive. The references to this game were made throughout the performance, including Uncle Sam asking Lamar if he really knew how to play the game after calling his performance of Squabble Up ghetto. Uncle Sam referencing a culture cheat code after Lamar was shown with a group of black men.
So do you understand? All right. So this is just what I got from other people's interpretations and my own. Sam Jackson's character as Uncle Sam, granted, it was a play on his own name, but
Yeah.
two, it was also he was playing kind of the same kind of character he did in Django Unchained. He was playing a quote unquote Uncle Tom. I really hate using that term because I know that's inaccurate as well if you're familiar with the book.
Yeah.
And so when he was saying, hey, make sure you play the game right, it's like you're being ghetto. It's like, come on, bring it down. You got to play that game. That's that whole reference. Yeah. Like he was being. Go ahead.
That leads to one of the other quotes was where Sam Jackson telling the scorekeeper to deduct one life after Lamar Jackson repeatedly disobeyed his request. Was like, hey.
It's basically saying you assimilate to what American culture is quote unquote supposed to be, and you leave your own shit over there. And yeah.
And then the Serena Williams cameo, which obviously that was a
Xanthios. Xanthios nailed it.
100%. Serena Williams making her cameo, which ain't nobody mad at the end of the day. Let's be honest.
Like F. Joe says, smash the like thingy, bitches.
It took me a little bit. I didn't get it on the first go, and then I totally missed Serena Williams. I didn't know it was her. I had to go back and I was like, well, shit, there it is, because there were so many things going on.
I think if you wanted to properly understood it, you would have to watch it multiple times and go hit other resources. I mean, I did. I mean, there was a lot. There was a lot going on there. Like you said, he was one hell of a storyteller.
Yeah, and he is. And I watched it, and I just kind of watched it like I watch every halftime Super Bowl show when I'm watching the Super Bowl. I'm like, I'm listening to music, kind of half-assed, looking up at the screen, like, okay, this is cool. Then I listened to talk radio all day, and they started talking about it and kind of breaking it down, and I was like, well, let me go look up clips and let me go look up some more stuff on this, and I spent a good chunk of Monday.
You have to be a little bit more specific. The girls, digging
a little bit deeper into the comment to Kendrick Lamar's sweet flare jeans that he had on.
Dude, I don't know what he was rocking, but man, it looks like he just picked those fuckers off the rack.
Yeah,
brand new Levi Strauss, dude.
I don't
Bell
know
bottoms, yeah.
I don't know how big of a guy Kendrick
but they matched his shoes though. He had some weird shoes on, or they were like some weird extra shell toe type shit. It was weird.
Yeah, man.
I was digging the drip.
I wasn't mad at the outfit or anything like that. I don't think Kendrick's a very big guy, so those flare jeans made him look smaller than what he might actually be at the end of the day.
Said those Drake bells. I don't think I've ever actually listened to a Drake song. I just know he's the butt of a lot of jokes.
He's a douche.
Hello, Baby Biscuits Joy. That's a pretty cool name.
Hey, what's up, Joy? How's it going? F. Joe, everybody.
And again, what do we know? We're just two white guys in a chaka talking about problems that don't that we can't really, in all honesty, relate to, but we could still talk about it at the end of the day.
Yeah,
I knew there was something deeper in there when I saw it, because performance-wise, it was okay. But I was like, there's got to be a message, because that wasn't like Kendrick Lamar's old performances where he was more. There was just more. So,
is he really that? I'm taller than fucking Kendrick. Damn.
I was waiting for Kevin Hart to show, because he was there, and I was like, I think he's about the same size as Kevin Hart, because he looked tiny, dude.
God, if Kevin Hart would have rolled onto that stage, I probably would have turned it off. Go ahead.
The last time Kevin Hart, remember, he went ham when Philadelphia won. He got all drunk and he wouldn't let anybody talk afterwards. He was just showing up in all the interviews.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about the city of brotherly love on Sunday, because I might even talk about it a little bit on Saturday, because that is a disgusting, vile city with even more disgusting, more vile people that live in it. At the end of the
Didn't
day,
they win? Not to.
yeah, Philly won. Oh, dude, Philly fucking smoked KC.
Fair.
Shout out to Cooper DeJean.
You know, I wanted to talk about music theory, but none of the guests have showed up yet. Unless Shaka, you know anything about music theory? I don't.
I don't.
I don't either. Is there anybody out there that knows about music theory that's willing to pop up here and give me an education? Like dumb it down for me? I think I have no idea. I have like maybe a clue, but Kevin Hart celebrated by climbing light poles. Turns out it was just a floor lamp at the hotel room. Oh man, I like short people jokes.
When I saw the title, the remix, I thought maybe this was a recorded show. I was like, oh, and I jumped in and I saw the stream out link. I was like, oh, they're live.
We are live.
So are you looking more like for the like? So I'm not an expert on it, or I know very little about it, but I just wanted to kind of look something up on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like music theory basically defines the elements that form like the harmony, melody, and the rhythm. Is that what you're shooting for?
Well, from what I understand, it's like the language of
like
music. Like math is like the language of science, I guess you can say, or physics. And like, you know, music theory is like it explains the language of music. Basically,
yeah, it's got a lot of the compositional. I'm just looking at this. It identifies compositional elements such as a song form, tempo, notes, chords, key signatures, scales, and more. It also recognizes musical qualities such as pitch, tone, timbre, texture, dynamics, and others. So
yes, those I guess would be like the fundamentals. From what I'm understanding, and this is why I wanted to talk to somebody that's, you know, it's got a degree in it. Maybe I should look up somebody. I probably will, but basically, it's like if you understand language in the context and in fluctuations, tempos in your voice, inflection, and all that stuff. You can say the same sentence,
yeah,
in a couple different ways with different contexts to accentuate the conclusion of the sentence or what you want.
Yeah.
And I guess music theory is something like that when it comes to music. I know music theory.
There you go. Jeeves.
Ooh, just like what it is, I don't know. I just want somebody to explain it to me like I'm a fucking kid in class. I just like being lectured to sometimes, I guess. And that just seems like an interesting to learn.
What up?
Math is the language of the universe.
What up, all of Shaq is people rolling in here. Let's actually, speaking of music,
is Shaman into music? Is Shaman a music theorist?
Well, Shaman's the one that me and him did a stream a while back, and he's the one that told me about the different it's probably a whole different thing where you're talking than music theory, but different frequencies and how it affects you and all that stuff.
That's not music theory, but I do know what you're talking about. Like, yeah. I mean, I use that kind of knowing or knowledge for sleep sounds, like on Spotify. There's like these 8 hours sleep things, and it touches in like green noises, brown noises, the different megahertz and all that shit. Yeah. I wanted to comment on something somebody said. What was it?
Well, speaking of music, let's play a little something.
Yes,
we'll come
I
back.
think that's a good idea.
Can't have a mixtape without music.
That's what it was. So I know about simulation theory. Are you talking about like? I'm curious to know what you're talking about, Xanthius. That's such a broad thing. Anyway, I've been going through like a lot of. I've been really into the simulacra and simulation recently.
Blaze has been on a tear recently.
I have. All right, I'll shut up.
Hold on, I'm about to send you some YouTube videos and some memes. No, yeah, I mean we gotta have some music mixed in here tonight. Going way back. One of my guests I had a long time ago. My boy Zay Grassley, all the way out there in South Carolina with a little Southern charm. We'll be right back.
Angel on the track.
It's in my walk, yeah. There's something about it in my talk, yeah. They don't know it, but they like it. It's that southern boy charm with that country boy twang. My walk, my talk, my buckle all the way to my boots. Yes, ma'am, no, sir, when they talking to you. Work hard all day to party Friday night. Oh, Lord, he's a country boy. My cut off flannel, North Carolina to Arizona. I say my prayers and I love my mama. And now they singing. Oh, Lord, he's a country boy. I'm a country boy, I came up for some fighting. My grandpa taught me wrong from right, that's how I live my life. I'm a jack of all trades, but the master of none. I be up before the chickens, cock-a-doodle for the sun. This that Carolina country boy, I bet I get her done. When they said I couldn't make it, I said, hold up, watch your tongue. I be up before the chickens, cock-a-doodle for the sun. This that Carolina country boy, I bet I get her done. It's in my walk, yeah. There's something about it in my talk, yeah. They don't know it, but they like it. It's that southern boy charm with that country boy twang. My walk, my talk, my buckle all the way to my boots. Yes, ma'am, no, sir, when they talking to you. Work hard all day to party Friday night. Oh, Lord, he's a country boy. My cut off flannel, North Carolina to Arizona. I say my prayers and I love my mama. And now they singing. Oh, Lord, he's a country boy. I'm a country boy, I come up out the holler. Raised on fish and grits and I work hard for $1, yeah. Sunday morning catching prayers on the water. My mama say I need to be in church at the altar, but not right now, mama. I'm chasing my dreams, I can see bigger things, yeah. They like the way that this country boy is singing his song. And now they about to sing along. It's in my walk, yeah. There's something about it in my talk, yeah. They don't know it, but they like it. It's that southern boy charm with that country boy twang. My walk, my talk, my buckle all the way to my boots. Yes, ma'am, no, sir, when they talking to you. Work hard all day to party Friday night. Oh, Lord, he's a country boy. My cut off flannel, North Carolina to Arizona. I say my prayers and I love my mama. And now they singing. Oh, Lord, he's a country boy.
Little Zay Grassley for you. Southern charm. You give him a follow. He is everywhere on them socials at Zay Grassley. He's got some new music. I know he's working on some new stuff. I gotta re-up my my catalog. I gotta get some stuff downloaded. I've been a little slacking on the music, but yeah. Yeah, right. Don't even get me started.
What is that? Wait, what is this? Shaka sent me for the sandwich I won on his giveaway.
You gotta like, subscribe, turn your notifications on, and share with 20 people, and then we'll have Jeff make you a sandwich.
Don't listen to James. He don't even know where he's at half the time.
Agreed.
Don't even know. Everybody we should be giving us a follow and a like.
I don't listen to country, nor do I listen to Beyonce very well. I know she's talented, but that was when I heard about that, that kind of like made me like question reality.
I went on a bit of a rant last Wednesday night about it. I think it's fucking horseshit. I think it's a joke. I think the Grammys are an absolute joke. That just goes to show that was a bought and paid for award, because that album was well, I mean, every album she puts out is an absolute dumpster fire, in my fucking opinion. That is about the least untalented, or the most untalented singer on the planet.
Do Beyonce?
Yeah,
I don't know.
You take away the producers, the writers, the computer that fixes her voice, and she's just another chick from Texas that nobody cares about.
I didn't even know she was from Texas.
Yeah. She got more problems to worry about than winning a Grammy. Her hubby's got some issues he's got to get taken care of.
Who's her husband?
No, speaking of music, me and my wife watched, do you guys know who Lisa is from back in the day? She sang that. Yeah. Okay. So we watched the Lisa documentary, and she was only 15 when she came out when she was singing that song. When she was coming out, when she was popular, she was 15 or 16.
Oh wow!
Very adult lyrics, and then I love the song. And then I listen to it in a different way, knowing, damn, she was only 15 years old.
Well, I mean, that it's like that with a lot of I mean, Debbie Gibson was singing. She was just a little back in the day. Even Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera, I don't think they were quite 18 yet when they were. Britney Spears was singing.
Yeah, she was underage when she. Yeah. Not wrong.
It's wild. Fucking it's the music industry, man, in Hollywood, and they made Corey Feldman look like a goddamn lunatic, but he's been talking about this shit since like the late 80s and whatnot, early 90s. He's been talking about these types of parties that Diddy's getting hemmed up on right now and whatnot.
Yeah, it's just crazy to think about, because I used to listen to her music when I was younger. She was always older than me, but now that I'm older and going back, I was like, damn, she was 15 years old singing this music.
God, when was that? I think I was.
Sounds like a dude. Check out.
Some dudes sound like she's, so, and vice versa.
Yeah, there is. What's his name? Jaron Bitten. I know I'm probably saying his name wrong, but I want to write it down.
There's only some songs that I can actually remember the actual release, like, month and year for, because I was listening to it during like some time in my life, like on a deployment or something. I can associate that song to a memory. Other than that, I don't fucking remember shit.
You flash dollar signs in front of their faces.
What?
Yeah, I guess it depends too. Are the parents like involved in that type of stuff back in the day? Because I know on her story, she made it seem like the mom wasn't really. She didn't want her to even sing music, so she had to sneak away and do all that behind the mom's back. As far as the contracts and stuff, doesn't a parent have to sign the contracts, the legal documents?
A legal guardian? But even like, I think Usher's come out and said that at one point P. Diddy was quote unquote his legal guardian for like 48 hours or some shit like that. And the same thing happened with Justin Bieber, and I'm sure other, I don't know how that works or how much truth is in that, but allegedly that's the deal.
Who's one of my buddies? Who Drake? Really?
Jaron. Cheers. I'll raise my glass of water to you. Cheers.
Hey, what's up, Remy? How's it going, man? I got nothing to drink today.
Yeah, so I think, I mean, we could go back. I mean, that's even like you see the TikToks and the reels and the shorts of people like listening to songs that we listened to as kids, and it's like we had no business listening to this. When you listen to the lyrics, when you listen to the lyrics, sounds like a slippery situation. It's some kind of situation, but I don't even want to talk about it because I don't want to I don't want it to come back on me somehow, some way. Let me ask you guys something. Speaking of music, they're all out there, and we do have an open panel. We do have the link up in the chat. Anybody who wants to come up, like I said, we're talking music, so we're going to keep it music. Or you guys can get involved there in the chat. This came up the other night, and we kind of danced around it just for a hot minute and kind of made fun of each other. But guilty pleasures. We all have those songs that are out there. Like one of them for me, and I don't give a damn what any of you guys say or think because it's my fucking jam. And when it comes on, I crank it up and I sing and I dance along to it. And that's Barbie Girl. That's my jam. I don't give a damn. Judge me if you like. That's my fucking jam.
Not gonna lie, I'll sing to that as well.
You know,
It's catchy.
It's very catchy and it's fun and it's like, man, that song has come on when I've been like in a really piss poor mood and it's just brightened my whole day up. You know what I mean?
I do have a guilty pleasure song and it's funny. My now 19-year-old, he's a fighter, and then I got my boys in the car. We're driving and he's got the music playlist and he's trying to listen to music. We're taking him to practice or whatever, and he's trying to pump himself up. But if we put on Vanessa Carlton, that one, was it 1,000 Miles or whatever? We all stop. It don't matter. We're in there looking tough, and we'll all start singing that. Making my way downtown. All of us.
I mean, he was gonna sing. Go ahead and still sing it.
Wicked Game.
I don't know what that was.
What's his goddamn name? I can't think. Are you talking about? Because I know Corey Taylor did a cover of Wicked Game. That's a good song.
Wicked Game. Chris Isaac?
Yeah, Chris Isaac. I love me some Chris Isaac. Yep. Okay. Yeah.
Fair.
I don't sing anymore. Hey, fair enough. Yeah, no. And then there's like that song, the Violent Femmes, Blister on the Sun. I love that fucking song. That is as the kids say these days, that's a bop.
Cranberries, Zombie. That one gets me all the time too. Every time that's on, the Cranberries song.
But I mean, I wouldn't really categorize those.
I see you there. Okay, what's up, brother?
Songs,
yeah,
it's like songs that you just necessarily, like if you're out with your boys, like me personally, I don't give a damn because my playlist is ADA as a motherfucker, and if I put my playlist on, I don't know what's going to come up at the end of the day.
Yeah,
but I'm not going to actively, if I'm hanging out with my boys, I'm not going to actively put on Barbie Girl, even though most of my boys would probably be like, "Hell yeah, let's go, man."
When you said guilty pleasure, I was thinking like a whole group. I was thinking like Green Jello. Or Green Jelly, whether
it's a song or a
Green Jelly with the little pig song from Green Jelly, dude. Every time
that whole album is like my guilty pleasure. Like fucking
that's a good one.
Pray to the cow gods, fucking the whole fucking thing, dude.
I haven't heard that in a long time.
Yeah, that's a guilty pleasure.
Yeah, that's another fun one. Steal My Sunshine by Lynn. Yeah, it could be a band or a song. I grew up with 4 sisters, so like New Kids on the Block, that's my shit. I'll be hanging tough and singing, and I got the right stuff all day long. Cher, I love me some Cher. I'll turn into a straight flamer when Cher comes on.
When I was in Oregon, I worked at a bud dispensary for a little bit as a bud tender, and there was a lot of young people that worked there and a lot of diverse cultures. And somebody played for me this singer. His name is Alaska Thunderfuck.
What?
Just listen to their music, and when you come back and you hate me for it, I don't give a fuck.
Well, what's it called? Alaska
Thunderfuck. Just type it in.
Afraid to even look it up.
It's not the worst thing in my algorithm or in my search history
is a bartender. Hell yeah. Yeah, this is a good time to just, since weed's legal in like over half the country now, don't forget, tip your bud tenders.
Yeah. See, JR's right.
If you don't tip your bartenders, you're kind of an asshole. If you don't tip your bartenders,
yeah, your bartenders, your bud tenders. Girls just want to have fun. Yeah, man, these are fun songs, man. Like, man, fucking 80s were filled with them, man. Like old school Cher, old school Madonna. Like, man, I'll get down. I don't even care. Like, I remember one time, I think Nikki and I were going back to PA to visit, and I just got in the mood, and I was driving, and I was like, "You're not gonna look at me the same way after this happens." And she's like, "What?" And I said, "I'm gonna be real gay for about the next hour and a half." it was like Cher, Madonna, Lady Gaga was in there because I absolutely love her. I think she's a fantastic singer and has she has one of the purest, most beautiful voices out there when she's not doing all that auto-tune crap. Shakira, my hips don't lie, motherfucker.
I like to listen. Sometimes I like to listen to some old school like Ghetto Boys and shit.
Yeah.
Like Bushwick Bill. Yeah. Yes.
Shut up, JR.
Have you guys ever heard of Necro? That's a guilty pleasure of Necro. He's out of New York City. He's a rapper dude, but he's like, I don't even know what he calls his style, but it's definitely not kid friendly, and it's way more than just explicit. Like, it's damn near murder rap.
I don't think I've heard of Necro.
Necro? He's been around for a long time too.
Dude, the judicial system, the way they treat like weed when it was it's becoming legalized. Dude, it was like, man, I've seen murderers get off on less than somebody that's got like half an ounce of weed.
Yeah,
it's wild. You know what? I am what I am. It is what it is. I love music, and I don't discriminate when it comes to music. So sometimes I get a little gay.
I sent you a link to that Thunder
variety.
You guys are gonna listen to Alaska Thunderfuck and be like, damn, I think Blazing's gay. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just like,
my playlist will go from hard rock metal to the weirdest stuff you've ever heard and everything in between. I have a plethora of music.
What was it? A couple months ago, I fucking ran into Pete and Boz, the old man rappers from England, and I fucking sat there and jammed out there to them for like about a month. Like, I was like, okay, I'm done with it now.
Ran into him like
no,
personally
like
or
on Spotify. On Spotify.
Oh, I was like, dude.
Like I ran into them. Like, no, not ran into them literally, but like I ran into their music. I guess I should have been more specific. I apologize.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about those two, man, but I dig it.
I'd have a beer with them or a pint.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
2 pints. Marijuana can be used.
Who was that? I'm sorry. Who was it again?
The two older guys. What are they named? Yeah.
Pete and Boz.
Oh, I love those guys. The old English guys that rap.
Yeah, marijuana can be used medicinally, and that was a threat to the conglomerate prescription companies in the early 1900s. It was more than just that.
No, yeah. My playlist is. I mean, if I just put right now, my playlist is very. It's very heavy in my guests that have been on this show. Because I do listen to a lot of their music and I do keep it into a rotation. Because I've had a lot of acts on here that, especially now that I'm back in the gym on a regular basis, I've had some artists on here that are great gym music. So for a solid 2 years, man, I was a Mumford & Sons type of folk music dude. That was all my playlist. That's all I listened to. I'd sit there every day, all day, Mumford & Sons. Yeah.
And then I kind of it away a little bit.
I love me some bluegrass. I grew up listening to bluegrass. I'm a fan of it.
There was a bluegrass. Have you guys ever watched that show Justified with Timothy Oliphant?
One of my favorite shows.
The theme song to that is from a bluegrass rap or whatever group. And I really loved that song. I thought it was a fucking awesome song. I searched it on the group. I listened to that whole entire album. That is the only song that's worth a shit. The rest of it, garbage. Garbage.
No, I am a big fan of bluegrass. Grew up listening to it. I love the sound of a banjo or a steel guitar, man, or fiddle. Man, shit. You can plug a banjo into almost anything, and I'm like, all right, I'm in. There's a band out there. They're on YouTube. They're called Steven and the Seagal, or Steven and Seagal.
Interesting.
They've done AC/DC, they've done covers of like Metallica, but they're a bluegrass band. So they turned it's badass. Like they sound good as hell.
I'd like that shit. I'm gonna check them out.
Yeah.
I pasted in the chat for my own account. That is my Spotify playlist that I have made. It's all like stoner music too. There might be a couple of things that aren't, but it's all basically just stoner music.
I think that's what I'm going to do starting next week. I think it's going to be one of my first main podcast related projects that I start next week. Is doing my Spotify playlist.
You should do that for all your interviewees and then put it on your bio links.
Well, I have started it, but I want to finish it, and then I'm going to create a second one for when they release new music. I've gotten busy with other things, and well, now I got a lot of free time on my hands after Friday, so
just keep it. Just keep building to it.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm going to do. 20 years older, and I would.
Lately, an older artist that kind of came back to play in our family because my wife wore a hat, and it reminded me of Jamiroquai. I don't know if you guys ever know who Jamiroquai was.
Yeah.
Okay, so she wore this fuzzy hat, and she goes, "Baby, how I look?" I go, "You look like Jamiroquai," and then it clicked. I was like, "Oh, we gotta listen to Jamiroquai." So last week we've been listening to all his stuff.
We do have that link in the panel we do have the link in the chat for anybody who wants to pop up and say hello. You guys are more than welcome to join into the conversation, whether on the panel or in the chat. Who was it? Somebody said one hit wonders. Man, I'm a sucker.
God, it would be
I'm a sucker for obnoxious ass songs like that Blue Eiffel 65 Blue, or that What Does the Fox Say? Like,
oh, fuck you, dude. I like the United States, the presidents of the United States. I like those. Or
what was that? The Bad Touch song? You and me, baby, ain't nothing but animals.
Oh yeah, that's God. That's actually a good group. They got a lot of good shit. Good punk group.
Yeah.
Their name escapes me.
There's been some one-hit wonders to where I thought they were other artists, and they were a one-hit wonder, somebody I've never heard of, and then as I got older, I thought they were actually somebody else, and I went to try to find their song, and I found out, they were just. I never even heard of these people, but they sounded just like another artist.
Kendrick Lamar is definitely not a one-hit wonder.
He's definitely not a one-hit wonder. Yeah. Oh, well, there's even been some quote-unquote super groups like the Damn Yankees. They put out a great album. They were a super group. Who was in that? Ted Nugent was in that. Who else was in that? Let me.
Any group that calls themselves a super group with Ted Nugent's fucking high on their own supply.
Hey man, you leave the Nuge out of there. You leave the Nuge alone, baby.
I'm dog on that motherfucker all day
long.
I've even seen him in concert.
It was Tommy Shaw of Styx, Jack Blades of Night Ranger, Ted Nugent, and drummer Michael Cartellone. Sorry for your mispronouncing your. Who would later join Leonard Skinner. So I mean, it's a nice lineup if you're into like I did like Styx and I like Night Ranger and I do like Ted Nugent. He's a little crazy. Actually, he's a whole bag of fucking crazy. Let's be honest. He's kind of like Dee Snider from Twisted Sister, but not. Dee Snider's not as bad. They're just crazy. But Ted Nugent is very right-wing psychopath.
He is very psychopath.
Kid Rock is getting to that level, by the way.
He's up there. Do you remember that one song, Who Let the Dogs Out? Baha Men? I think they were one-hit wonders because I don't remember nothing else from them. Just that.
Yeah, I don't remember anything
Informer
else.
was another one. Informer, whatever the fuck his name was.
Oh, Snow. Dude,
Informer.
I had that whole record. I actually personally liked his whole record, but I was a weirdo.
Oh, that's Blaze. That's blazing up there. The Dank Knight.
That's Blaze. Yeah, blazing blasphemer.
He's the Dank Knight in the Dank Cave.
I'm the resident stoner. I'm the OG stoner here.
Oh yeah, that's the funny thing, man. A lot of the one-hit wonders, man. Those songs are more popular than I'd be willing.
Movie night on Fridays I host.
I'd be willing to bet there's some one-hit wonder songs out there that are probably bigger than some Taylor Swift songs.
Yeah.
Like I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
I wouldn't put Afro Man as a one-hit wonder really, because he actually back in the day his albums were pretty fire. That whole thing. He did fall off, but he kind of made a comeback. Was
it you, Shaka, or somebody else that said that he was kind of a D-bag?
I met him in person. He was the douche. I met him in person. He was a douche, man. Yeah. And then watching a concert that he did 2 weeks later from when I met him, he punched a girl on stage because she came up to dance.
I watched a documentary that it was an interview of him, and I got a weird vibe from just that interview. Like he is just, he's all about the hustle, but he sucks at the hustle and he gets mad about it. Basically, is what I get out of it. Yeah. He's like, I have one good bitch. Song, and that's all I have ever gonna have.
Smack, bitch, get off my stage.
Yeah, I did not like him as a person.
Yeah. But I mean, we can all be dicks, right?
Yeah.
I would assume you see that in the entertainment business, like any other profession. You have that one person within that profession that takes it so seriously, they're just a dick about their job. And I'm sure that's like in the entertainment fucking
now. That's a great point, because me and my wife go to these every Valentine's Day. We go to the super old school concerts that last freaking 5 hours because they're a lot of very older artists. But each one that goes up there thinks they are this is all about me, and it takes so long. They'll perform for these shows will go on till 2 o'clock in the morning because everybody wants their time, and they're reliving when they were popular, and they can be dicks up there. But it's fun to watch because they're so old.
I've heard.
I was a bouncer at a nightclub and met Jerry Springer, and he was a fucking asshole. But the bald security guy that he had, Steve was cool as fuck.
Yeah, Steve.
Yeah, Steve. Yeah.
That was back in the day I used to work security bouncing, and I used to work at a club, and it was like, man, it seemed like every time I turned around, one of these two guys were there, Charlie Daniels or David Allen Coe. And two of the nicest fucking guys you'll ever meet in the world.
Oh, really?
I don't think David Allen Coe knew what planet he was on 90% of the time. But despite some of his questionable lyrics in some of his songs, David Allen Coe, but Charlie Daniels was a genuine nice guy, and so was David Allen Coe. Met some other artists and musicians and stuff like that were way past their prime and thought they were more important than what they really were. But but those two guys will forever be. Will forever. I've always enjoyed their music, but they'll also hold a special spot for me because I did get to hang out with them so much, and they were always just the same person, man. Just nice guys, happy to be around, happy to meet people, happy to talk to people, and then get up and play their music and have a good time.
I remember meeting. This was at an ICP concert, VIP. I got to meet Violent J and Shaggy, and I was standing there in line. I really don't care about autographs and shit like that, but I just want to shake their hands. Like, hey, thanks, man. And I'm standing on, I say, it's right before I go up there. For some weird reason, my nose itched. I just went like this, and fucking Violent J had a hissy fit. After I thought about it, though, like he was a dick to me about it. And after I thought about it, I was like, oh, he's not wrong, but I didn't think about that. But I think he kind of went a little bit excessively of a dick. He could have been like, yo, use some hand sanitizer, dumbass. But the thing is, they're on tour. They're living in a bus, man. Like, germs are something they can't be spread. So when I did that and shook his hand, like, you know, he don't know if I'm sick or something.
They're also ICP, and they're notoriously known. Them and their fans are kind of notoriously known for being gross.
Being what? Dorks?
Gross. You think germs? I was just saying. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the Juggalo Nation or Juggalo, whatever they call themselves, or ICP. I just don't like the music. It's the entertainment factor. I see it. I understand. And when they did their like little wrestling stint and they had their Juggalo wrestling and whatnot, I was like, these guys are douchebags.
me and the wife found an old photo bucket. It's where you used to store photos and stuff from back in the day, and it was our MySpace pictures and graphics. Mine was all ICP. My MySpace was all ICP stuff.
Damn. Okay, Shaga.
Yeah. But, and the background song was My Axe. It played whenever you went.
Axe is my buddy. Oh, I bet that was dope as fuck. Kung Fu Vampire is dope. When he first hit the scene, though, I wasn't like his aesthetics were a little in, but like as he like matured and grew like music wise, man, it dude's fucking off the hook. And Twisted, fucking love Twisted.
Yeah. Joe, I've heard John Goodman from a lot of people that have met him. They've said he's a nice guy. I had a girlfriend back in the day that called herself a juggalette. All she listened to was like, "Why didn't you break up with her immediately?"
Because they're freaks and it's cool.
Yeah, well, there's other girls out there that are freaks that aren't juggalos.
Yeah, but are they willing to fucking chug a Faygo up their ass for you? No.
See, that's another thing that's wrong with you people. You drink Faygo, whether you chug it up your ass or you chug it wherever. Faygo is disgusting.
I did learn this about ICP and Faygo in their concerts. They only use diet root beer at their concerts.
Really?
You know why they use diet root beer?
Why? I just said I don't like them. Why would I know?
Well, they don't use their shows are crazy when they start. Yeah, it is. Anyway, they use diet root beer, specifically diet, because it has no sugar, so it doesn't ruin their equipment.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and the venues are kind of more happy with it as well. It's easier to clean up.
Yeah.
It was.
Oh yeah, see, I was in it. I'm an Eminem fan, so I can see where that could be.
I've been there, and I've gotten hit by a bottle that wasn't fully opened either. That kind of hurt the show.
Yeah, Eminem and ICP had a little beef back in the day. They were doing a couple diss songs back and forth.
Yeah,
there was some funny.
No, I sit here and I judge and I talk shit about juggalos and their stupid Faygo and their stupid Hatchet Man tattoos. And God, tell me you don't got a Hatchet Man tattoo, please.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I won't tell you anything.
Oh, Blaze, I thought you were better than that.
You didn't notice it like when I was up there, like the first time?
I don't think I did.
It's right here on my fucking forearm.
Well, the first time you were up there, I was kind of having issues. Oh my God.
That's funny.
I got the riddle box right here.
Oh man.
I got the Dark Lotus cross right here, which throws people off because they're like, aren't you an atheist?
I thought you were a better person than this, Blaze. I don't know if we can get past this.
I was 21. I was in my 20s as well. Okay, I mean,
we all make dumb decisions.
I don't regret it though. It was a fun time.
There's a lot of guys.
I went to a 2005 gathering of the Juggalos, the only one I ever went to. And It was a spur. It was kind of a spur of the moment. I was stationed on the West Coast, but I was coming home on leave to Kentucky for something, and I was like, "Ooh, I can go catch the gathering at the same time." So I bought tickets.
Yeah.
And didn't know anybody, and so because I went alone, but my camping spot was right next to like a goddamn backdoor illegal pharmaceutical company that had everything that they said I needed, but I was active duty at that time, so I only drank beer. But I definitely shared my beer with them. But I met this one dude from Australia that flew all the way from Australia to see ICP and the gathering. And I hung out with him and this other chick the 3 days I was there, eating Vegemite and drinking a bunch of beer.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it was fun.
I mean, I guess. Yeah, like I said, there's guys out there our age that have tribal tattoos, and there's women out there our age that have tramp stamps that they're stuck with forever. I guess we all make bad decisions.
It was the first time. It was the first time I ever saw a J-Hop, a Juggalo House of Pancakes.
Okay,
that's funny.
I've heard
it's
Vegemite
so
is gross.
It is so gross.
I have been offered it once or twice, and I'm like, yeah, I'm willing to try a lot of things, but I've heard horror stories about it, so I'm gonna have to.
If you spread it real thin, like a little bit goes a long little bit. A little bit like strawberry jam on a cracker, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Eesh. I've tried it before. My brother went to Australia and brought some Vegemite back, and I tried it just a spoonful to see what it was like.
It's yeast. It's yeast. Nope. It's salty yeast. It's like
salty yeast. Oh.
It's like
I did not think salty yeast when it was in my mouth.
But it's like, yeast. If I remember right, it's yeast. If I remember.
It just sounds just. I know what the cool thing about music festivals, whether you're going to a gathering of a Juggalo or whatever, and if you're able to camp on site, is that usually most everybody is really cool. And if you go there alone, once you get there, you're not alone anymore because you're going to make 10,000 new friends.
I think that goes with any music festival, especially when drugs are involved.
Yeah. No, I went to a country festival several years back. And it was me and a friend of mine, and we got to our campsite, and we were getting the grill and everything out, and then people on either side of us showed up, and within an hour, we were all hanging out like we've been friends our whole lives, and we spent the whole weekend hanging out, man, drinking, grilling, and going to see the shows and hanging, playing cards and shit like that. When there wasn't music being played, music festivals, if you get the opportunity to camp on site. Man, I would say take it every day of the week because you're gonna, outside of the music, you're gonna have a blast.
I'm not sure if it's the same way because I think they get a different location now from back in 2005. But 2005, the area they were using had a pond you can go fishing. So if you wanted to go fishing and get away from it all, you could. But it was pretty cool.
Smash the like button.
I'm working on it.
Yes,
I'm working on the glorious stash. I'm working on it. But thank you, sir.
You gotta keep it when spring. You should keep the stash.
I think I'm going to. Yeah, I think I'm going to.
Yeah, I got the beard cover. And I don't like the mustache. Like I said, mine's already getting to a point where I wanna trim it down because it's starting to curl under my lip, and I don't like it.
Yeah, my hair gets curly when it grows out anyway. So using beard balm or wax, I just kind of
Yeah.
You get some of that Dapper Dan.
Sup? What's going on with you, Socko? Yes. Smash the like, smash the follow button, give us a follow, all that fun stuff.
I'm trying to find this band. Back in the day, it was at a music festival, and the band did a song. It was called Ozzy. It was about Ozzy Osbourne. I'm trying to find, and that was one of the best music festivals I've ever been to. I don't remember the band's name. I got there. I was chilling backstage. They autographed a bunch of stuff. They were so cool.
Vans Warped Tour or some shit like that, or Lollapalooza. Or...
It was a. I don't remember. I'll figure it out right now though.
Are those music festivals still a thing like Lollapalooza and all that?
Yeah, I mean,
Coachella and stuff.
Because
I know music like ones you go to and camp at. Like those, like the only ones I know of is like the the JOTJ.
So I think you can camp at Louder Than Life. That's in Kentucky. That's right up the probably.
Yeah, that's
I
right
don't
up
know
the
how-
road for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just never been to one.
We have Sonic Temple, and I know you used. I haven't been in years, but I would imagine you can still camp on site at the. And then we have Incarnation, and I think they do camping as well. Most music festivals do have on-site camping available because when you buy your tickets, you can also buy your camping pass as well. Which, like I said, the music festivals are cool. I mean, and I've gone to like Louder Than Life, and I got a hotel room. But then I wound up when I got there, everybody in the hotel was going to Louder Than Life. So we would pregame together. We would ride. Like it was a 4-day event with a bunch of strangers, but at the end of the 4 days, we were all best friends because we would pregame at the hotel. We would ride together. We would come back to the hotel after the night or after the day of shows, and fucking party some more. Like I used to go to we used to do and they still do, but there was a station here 92.3, and they did Country Jam every year, and tickets were only 92 cents.
Damn.
To go to Country Jam. And it would be the same thing. Like, it was an all-day thing. It was just one day. But, man, you'd get there early. You'd tailgate with a bunch of strangers. And by the time you were going in, you were all friends.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'd all go be like, all right, where are we going? Where are we going to after party at?
This question.
I checked it out, JR. Is that you? Is that you?
When I was stationed in Northern California, every once in a while there'd be like a good concert in Reno, Nevada, which is like 4 hours from me, I think, 4 or 5 hour drive. I would rent a hotel, and I probably do it like once a year while I was in California, so probably like 3 times. And I'd go into this venue that, it was the closest venue to some of the music I listened to. I'd get a hotel room, and for 2 years I ran into the same fucking people in the same fucking hotel, and just like you had said, we fucking partied together.
Yeah, man. You just fucking have a good time and kick ass. And
no, Vegas still has the big music festivals too, like the hard rock music festivals.
I want to see a concert in the Sphere. Actually, I want to see the concert on the Sphere while I'm standing on the sidewalk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Sphere is actually pretty damn cool. I've seen a couple concerts. I don't know, maybe it was U2 or something, but it was a cool ass concert the way they did they used the Sphere. It was neat.
That would be I'd like to go like tripping on shrooms or some shit to some like light show concert playing Pink Floyd or Fort Bragg's. Cool. No, I was never at Fort Bragg. I was Air Force, not Army.
It's gonna bug me. I'm gonna have to dig through my. East Coast. It's gonna bug me. I can't figure out their name, but I'm gonna have to dig through my CDs later on just to find out their name.
Just to find it.
Yeah.
Play some more music here real quick. If I can.
Greatest festival. Was that like a music voodoo festival or just straight up voodoo?
Voodoo festival.
Voodoo, running from my magic. That was an ICP reference right there, motherfuckers.
I didn't get it.
I know you did. I thought maybe Shaka might.
I'm all in the damn rabbit hole trying to find that. You ever get that to where you got the song in your head, you can't fucking remember who the hell sang it?
Yep. You guys know what an earworm? You ever heard the expression an earworm?
Uh-huh.
You get a song stuck in your head until you can't. Yeah, and you got to listen to it to fucking get rid of it.
Yeah.
And times out of 10, when you get that song stuck in your head, you can't think of the fucking name of it or who the artist is.
That's what Shaka's going through right now.
Yeah. And I can't even remember the lyrics. I can't remember the lyrics to look it up. I can remember how it goes. Now it's going to bug me forever.
Now, I wouldn't mind spending 3 days on shrooms, but not so much.
Louise. I'm going to have to hard pass on that. We'll take another real quick break. Play a little bit more music here for you guys. We'll do a little Holy Oath with Raven Black. I love this song and I love this video. Yeah. Actually, I need to reach back out to him. I'd love to sit down and conversate with him some more. That dude was awesome. I broke all the rules in that episode. I had a Englishman and a Canadian on my show.
And there was no fights? Good.
No, we had a good time. We had a great time. He was awesome. I can't say his name for the life of me, but we had a fun time. So here's a little holy oath with Raven Black. We'll be right back here in just a few minutes. Yes.
Black feathers falling down on me from unraveling fates that I can hardly keep. And as I walk those pathways home, I see the faces of all your ghosts, broken vessels and scattered souls leading back to a garden of bones. So don't fret that our love doesn't left on the train line, 'cause I will find you in every lifetime. When you call to me, I'll never see your face in the black of the night sky. When you make me fall and bleed and say, I'm not your love, I'm just a dream that you crave. Black through black clawed deep enemies, the black talons grip sleep, gouge even my dreams. Call to me, take my hand, the ghost that takes me higher. The living through my heart, the dead inside. When you call to me, I'll never see your face in the black of the night sky. And when you let me fall and bleed and say, I'm not your love, I'm just a dream that you crave. When you call to me, I'll never see your face in the black of the night sky. And when you make me fall and bleed and say, I'm not your love, I'm just a dream that you crave. Surely I shall not be forever weak, halting and stumbling on the chosen way, blinded by the pure and perfect light I seek, upon the threshold of eternal day. When I fall, and when I don't believe in you, will you catch me again? Wrap my burning soul in your frosted wings, walk with me right where the veil thins. When you call to me, I'll never see your face in the black of the night sky. And when you make me fall, please will you say, I'm not your love, I'm just a dream that you crave. When you fall for me, I'll never see your face in the black of the night sky. When you make me fall, please will you say, I'm not your love, I'm just a dream that you crave.
Why did he fall down? Boots are hard to run in when you're in a creek, JR. Or in a crick, as we call them. Welcome back to Glick's House of Music. Yeah, it's a little different tonight. We're doing Blaze and Glick's mixtape. We're hanging out. We're just talking all things music.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Here we go. Hold on now. If I can get
What's
this
up?
message through.
The artist formerly known as Shaka. Shaka has left us for the night. I think he had to go do the work.
Shaka had to run to work. He had to go do the work thing. But I appreciate you coming up tonight, Shaka. Definitely appreciate
Yeah.
that. Yeah, man. Like I said, welcome back to Glick's House of Music. It's Glick and Blaze's mixtape. Typically, I have guests on Tuesday nights, but I didn't have anybody lined up tonight. So on those nights, Blaze and I are going to get together and talk a little music, play a little music, invite you guys up to hang out with us. All that fun jazz. Make sure you check out the rest of the shows on the network. We are everywhere. Bio.link/nonsensical network. Also, don't forget to go give Beauty and the Beard Creative Corner a follow and a share as well. She's doing all of our merch, as you guys can probably not see, but there you go. Glick's House of Music shirt that I got on. She did this for me, and we're putting her to work here very soon, making some other shirts, not only for me, but we got to get Blaze. I think Blaze wants to get some shirts. I know Wally wants to get some shirts, but you guys don't have to get nonsensical swag. You can get whatever you want. She can make anything and everything you want. Beauty and the Beard
There's
Creative
limits.
Corner on Facebook.
There's limits. She can't make personalized
What?
printed condoms.
Well, not yet. We'll get her there. She can do shirts, hoodies. I think she can do sweatpants. She can do cups. She's got like 5 or 6 different cups that she can do. She will be able to. She's gonna dabble into the vinyls, so she might be able to do this because I like the big 40-ounce tumblers and stuff. So she might be able to start doing those here very soon. But yeah, that last band was Holy Oath. I think that's the cool thing about doing this show and doing the interviews. And I know, Blaze, you're usually hanging out in the cheap seats when I'm doing the shows.
Sometimes, if I find it entertaining or if I got time, you've had some guests that it's not my taste in music. So.
Not your cup of tea.
Yeah, not my cup of tea. But
well, as somebody who's typically in the viewer seat, in the cheap seats on the chatters box, what do you think overall of the music interview shows? Like,
I dig it. I listening to an artist's music is good. I think you can dive more into their music if you get to know the musician. Like, it adds another level to their music. And I think your interviews help with that. I mean, we get to know who the person is, people writing these songs and performing these songs, and it kind of, it's not just about the music, it's about the person making the music, and I think that's dope.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I try to keep it lighthearted and kind of, as I tell them when we're chatting, it's not your typical it's not your typical interview. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to I'm going to ask you questions. We're going to let the chat ask questions, but it's also more of a hangout. Like, let's see what you're about as a person. Like, I know I've got off I know I had Adam James on here when we started talking about, he was a big nerd. We started talking about Star Wars and stuff. He's also a big barbecue guy.
and stoner.
Well, I've had Jules on. She was a troublemaker.
Oh yeah,
she's a good troublemaker. Yeah, man. Yeah, my main focus is on like these up and coming artists, local artists, and pushing their music out. They're not mainstream at the end of the day. Got my boy James Luker, who's been on here quite a few times. He's like he's locked in on that independent scene. Like, he's like, this is who I'm not going mainstream. This is me. This is what I do. Of course, the Southern Outlaws, we've seen Arliss up here quite a few times, coming in and hanging out with us.
I think the line between mainstream and underground is kind of blurred over the years with like streaming services like Spotify. I think the prominent mainstream people were already mainstream before the big blow up of streaming devices or whatnot.
Yeah.
But I think as we go farther and farther down the years, I think it's mostly just popular by, I don't want to say word of mouth, probably algorithm. But it's not. It's definitely, it's moving. It's, the music industry is evolving. Of course,
Well, it's like anything. As the internet and social media evolves, there's more outlets. Back in the day, artists would literally have to, if they were playing a show, they were putting flyers up on electric poles and on buildings and going home and calling up their, hey, I got it.
I haven't had anybody ask me to buy their CD in the parking lot out of the back of their fucking car since I lived in Phoenix, Arizona, fucking
Yeah,
over a decade ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you don't see that shit no more. Or you're at a
that's the other
concert
thing.
in line, you got people fucking giving out their
Yeah.
fucking sample CDs. Yeah. Yep. Now it's like a QR code. Here, man, scan this code. Yeah.
Scan this code, bro.
Here, I got a tattoo to scan my tattoo. It's all my music.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, it's as we evolve, as we adapt, or as the music world does as well. And not gonna lie, I do kind of miss the old days of being downtown at some of the music venues and seeing all the flyers plastered up across. You need to have like 600 flyers plastered up on the wall, like the Newport downtown here in Columbus, right outside the venue.
Every time I'm in a new area and I'm downtown and I pass a record store, I will stop and go in and just flip through the records, like the old albums, the vinyls. Oh man, the thrill of doing that, or like going to the library and checking out a book. It's
I've got
my phone.
I've got this old record player here at the house, and you've seen it, Blaze. I don't know how much you paid attention to it when you were here at the house.
I vaguely
wooden
remember.
monster right up against my wall.
My dad still got his old one, so no,
yeah. I mean, this thing is like 6 foot long and probably about 3 foot tall, weighs about 9 million pounds. But man, it's one of those nostalgic things that I've got one of my projects next week is rearranging the living room, and then rearranging the living room, I'm going to get that all cleared off, get it all open back up, because I like the sound of old school vinyl.
Lo-fi?
Yeah.
Yeah. There is. I like crystal clear digital music. Like I do. You just hear everything better. But I do know what you mean by putting on a record, sitting back with headphones on, and you just hear the time of it, the time period.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Exactly. It's like listening to a baseball game on the radio.
Yeah. Or
It's just
watching an
something-
old 80s fucking movie on a fucking VHS tape.
Yeah. Just something
There's
what you
nostalgia.
JR, what you hawking over there in the chat? What you got going on over there?
The JR Legend on Solana.
What is
Man, you're gonna make me.
Solana?
I'm gonna have to type this out, man. You got me typing web addresses
Yeah.
and shit. But you're good, man. I don't mind it.
What is this? What are you hawking?
But I swear to
What are
God,
you
if this gives my computer a virus, I'm taking your children.
hawking?
Oh man, why did I .com .cpm launch? Is this a game?
Oh.
Are you a programmer, my dude?
Okay, JR. We'll see ya.
Oh, the meme coin. Oh, it's a meme coin. Oh. Oh, I thought it said launch. I was thinking it was sorry, my dude. I'm not a Bitcoin dude. But makes sense. I know what you're now that whole conversation you had with Shaka makes sense in context now.
He's a developer. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know jack about Bitcoin. I know music. I know sports. I know movies, as I am the reigning winner, current reigning defending champ on trivia night. Man, that shirt's gonna look good on me. Well, nonsense and chill shirt. Nice, man. That's actually pretty cool. I don't know much about the crypto world or even developer like web developers or anything like that. But it looks like a clean site, man. That's fucking dope. Hey, man, ain't nothing wrong with that. Shit, son.
I like
What do you think
I
we're
like
doing
to
here
show my
7 days a
stuff
week?
too. I like to show my stuff too, but I get arrested when I do it.
Right behind the rest
Boom,
stops.
boom.
Don't get arrested. You'll have to flee to Mexico.
Oh yeah.
We will have a special guest popping up here in just a few minutes.
I was gonna see. I was wondering.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. The links were sent out and everything like that, but
Well, I mean,
definitely
everybody
not
had
team.
I think everybody's still reeling over their Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, Tony, I can't hit with that EBT noise. Oh man, I am not a teen anymore. Sick. It had been many moons.
Oh, I'm fast sometimes.
I have yet to see it. I get on
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. Nah, man. Yeah, man. Fucking promote the hell out of your shit, bro. What do you think we're doing 7 days a week, man? We got a whole ass network of shows, man. Mondays is Speedway Stories. It's a motorsports show. Speaking of which, hosted by Wally with a brand new co-host starting next week, I believe. Our boy Benji. Benji's gonna step in and step up and finally do a show. I know his concerns and his issues before, but Wally and Benji are gonna be doing Speedway Stories together. Don't know what's going on with the Men Caring for Men show as of right now. It might be something I wind up taking back over. I think if I wind up taking that back over, Blaze, I'm gonna probably wind up doing it for in the meantime. I'm probably gonna wind up doing it earlier in the day.
I didn't get this one. Hello, fellow teens.
What up, brother?
Bro, what's going on, bro? Everything good?
Yeah, man. What's going on?
Chilling, man. How you guys doing?
Doing good. Former guest of this here show, right? Her, Mr. AJG,
Good.
aka Mr. Sexy Legs. How's everything been going, brother?
Good, bro. How about you?
Man, I can't complain too much. Still doing still doing this crazy thing that we do over here on this podcast world. Still doing this show, man. Having fun with it. That's for sure.
I don't know who the person is in the backstage.
I don't know either. Okay, just don't show us your wiener.
I don't think they are.
No, I'm a friend of Chalkers, man. No. Hey, I got bombed on mine once. I would never do that to anybody.
I appreciate
We've
that.
gotten bombed a couple times.
I got you here, man. I appreciate you coming up. This is kind of a new thing. We're experimenting with, when I don't have guests on the show, we're experimenting with this like mixtape little show that we're calling it Glick and Blaze's mixtape. And I'm also going to use it to try to catch up with former guests and see what what they're working on, what they got going on, and just in general see how they're doing, man. So I do appreciate you popping up here on short notice and hanging out with us for a few. How's you still doing? You still working on new music and stuff? You got anything that you want to share?
Oh man, yeah, I've definitely been working on new music. I actually got to be in the studio tomorrow. I don't have anything I can share yet. I'll share. I can send it to you in your email so you can hear it.
Okay, fair enough. I won't share it out until.
Yeah, I don't have anything set up with the distributions yet. Everything's still fresh in the studio and in my phone.
Nice.
But there is more to come. There's more to come. I have a little freestyle type video that should be done being edited soon. So you guys will see that soon.
I'm looking forward to freestyle. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's not a
definitely.
real freestyle, but you know, a lot of artists now they'll do like little they'll write like a long, it's basically like a long verse over like a nice freestyle type beat. It's not really like a structured beat for a hook and all that, and they just label it freestyle, you know. Not
Oh,
like
That's all right. We'll call it a freestyle. We'll be like,
Okay,
this is my
yeah.
man over here. Look at it. You got them sit.
can.
He just
are ciphers still a thing? Are ciphers still a thing?
Yeah, they still got ciphers. I feel like
Yeah.
I think what it is now with rap like that, like underground type rap, like that stuff is more to the background, you know, and more of you see more of the artistry now versus a bunch of underground type stuff. I feel ciphers
Yeah.
became an underground type thing,
All
but
right.
they're still around for sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to find
Yeah,
some.
we'll Sako, let's hear a freestyle.
We got to pull out our notepad real quick.
Oh, battle
For
rap
the
real
freestyle.
quick.
Sick.
Yeah.
How's it going, man? I don't think it's nice to meet you.
Yeah, man. I saw this pop up on Chaka's channel, and I didn't know if he was streaming or not, and I was just like, "Hey, what's going on over here?"
He was
I'm
up
just
here
chilling for the.
earlier. Yeah.
Yeah,
was
he
up here
pops
earlier.
in. He does some streams with me from time to time. But, I just want to check you guys out, see what y'all got going on
Yeah,
over here.
we got a little bit of everything going on over here on this YouTube channel.
What's your rules?
No politics, no religion, and when we're doing like we have like tonight's show is all. This is my music show. Usually I interview musicians, but yeah, this is like I was saying earlier. This is a little experiment Blaze and I are trying. So, so when we do this, we just kind of talk about music and stuff, and just kind of come up and shoot the shit. And I'm gonna ask because I'm curious. I'm gonna ask A what some of his guilty pleasures are.
Ooh, nice. Nice. I want to hear his opinion on the Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah. What? Don't start your shit with me. Come here.
Well, if it helps, I am a musician.
Ooh. Okay. Hell yeah. That's perfect.
I mean, music. I play instruments. No.
That's more than I do. I listen to music. That's about all I do.
I listen to music. You just play instruments, or do you sing or anything like that?
I all around. Yeah, I sing bass, drums, guitar. It'd be quicker than name the instruments I can't play.
It's definitely a blunt friendly space. So.
Yes,
this is actually a cigar.
Oh,
But
trust me, A is definitely well acquainted with the rules.
I still meant what I said.
Did you just shoot down an alien ship? You're having your victory dance?
Yeah. No, A is very very well acquainted with the rules around here, which there are no rules, because I think him and I got feeling real good and went on a whole ass damn tangent where I'm surprised we didn't get canceled. I'm still banned from the Otter Park, so
yeah, I'm waiting for the meat to come in from Alaska.
yeah. And we were talking earlier. I guess we get both of your guys' opinions here. We were talking earlier, and I'm curious, what's your guys' opinion on the whole Kendrick Lamar halftime show?
I loved it.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
No, go ahead, sir.
No, go ahead.
I always thought Kendrick Lamar was a basketball player. I really didn't know who the hell he was. I'm dead serious. I'm not.
Lamar Odom.
There's only a few hip hop artists I listen to because it's all kind of the same recycled garbage.
Yeah.
I knew about the Lamar Drake beef. I didn't get to watch the show. I'm a truck driver. I didn't get to watch it. But I've been seeing highlights and stuff like that. And apparently the most disgusting thing I've seen that happened in this show was him getting on the hood of a Buick Grand National. If it's your car, fine. If you borrowed it, how dare you? Fucking piece of shit.
That was
But-
that car was, I think his first album was called GNX, if I remember.
Yeah, the last
Something.
album put out.
Or the last one, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah.
I had to look him up, and I was just like, "What's his most popular song?" Maybe I've heard something from him, and it was this movie. This song, "Not Like Us," and I started listening to some of it, and all I heard was "Fuck you, Drake," and I was like, "Huh, kind of like this guy."
Hey, I knew of Kendrick for a long time, and I always like, you ever listen to an artist and you like their music, but you don't really go digging into their body of work. So I always respected him as an artist, and I didn't get into his music until recently, and he's been out since probably 2010, maybe
Really?
sooner than that.
I looked it up earlier actually. It was like 2003.
2003. Wow.
He's been making music that long. I don't think he's.
Oh yeah.
I think he actually became popular. Like I said earlier, I first time I excuse me, heard him was on Fragile with Tech Nine back in like 2014. It was the first time I heard.
Yeah,
it.
I really like Fragile too. I'm a Tech Nine fan too, for sure.
Oh yeah, I love Tech Nine. Yeah.
What I like about Kendrick, his last album, he's one of those artists that the music grows with him. So whatever stage he's at in life, that's where he's bringing his music. You know, his music's coming from that part. So the Mr. Morale, I think that was one of my favorite ones from him. And then this last one, the GNX, is really good too. So if you ever decide you want to get Kendrick, I'd recommend this one and the previous album that he came out with. It's all it's all like getting older and searching within yourself, spiritual journey, all that type of stuff, And I
Someone
like
else I would recommend is Logic. I don't know. JR was like, you never heard of Kendrick Lamar. Never heard of Kendrick Lamar. Logic's another good artist out there, I think.
Yeah, Logic is good too.
And I happen to know he owns a house in Central Oregon, and I've met him.
Nice. Oh, nice. I think
Wayne
Kendrick
Wilson
really
too.
blew. I think Kendrick really blew up right around 2011, 2010, something like that, when he dropped Swimming Pools. I mean, when he really just kind of
that's like when he broke the ice with his rap career.
Yeah. And that's what I said earlier, man. Definitely check. If you've never heard of him, he's worth a listen.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I was. I heard Swimming Pools. I was like, hell yeah, like, especially as a former like a former alcoholic and whatnot. I think that song kind of hit, and I was like, all right, let me see what else he's doing. And then I kind of fell off a little bit. I think he kind of. I won't say he fell off, but he wasn't out, like he wasn't front and center. Like, you really had to be a fan to really be listening to his stuff. And then he popped back up on my radar again the last few years. And that's what we were saying. I thought, sound quality wise, it was a little rough in the beginning, but all in all, it was a great presentation and great show. And I think there was a stat that came out that he's the first rapper to perform at the Super Bowl solo, or headline the Super Bowl solo.
Yeah.
So thought it was I ain't mad at it. I know my son was, and he's 11. He was like, I don't think anybody really cared for the Super Bowl unless you were an Eagles fan or a Chiefs fan.
I'd like that he used the platform to tell the story, and he didn't go too crazy with he didn't have no, like you said, he did it solo. And one thing I noticed after the fact that people were pointing out was he had no backtrack either. So he did that whole performance, all his real vocals. He did, like, that's a lot, man. Like, even breath control, like to remember your steps, like remember all the choreography, everything you have to do and say. You're talking about speeches, you're talking about switching up lyrics and songs. I'd probably mess that up quick trying to do that type of performance.
I'm curious to know how much rehearsal you went through.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
when
sure.
we were talking about it earlier, that's something that I said was that he had a hot mic, like he wasn't lip syncing, and even SZA, she came out with a hot mic, and she's another one that she's slowly starting to grow on me.
I like SZA. I
Yeah.
like SZA. He's cool.
Plus, like I said, easy on the eyes too. That's always beneficial.
Yeah, that's always a plus.
Yeah,
You got that complete package.
yeah, and I strongly recommend you, Kendrick, keep dissing Drake and keep bringing Serena out, please.
Yeah, that was
I've
good.
been a fan of the Miss Serena for a hot long minute. I don't even like tennis.
You about to get kicked out your house. You keep talking like that.
There's everybody home. I'm the only one here.
She's gonna pull the plugs on you.
Yeah, right. My screen's just gonna go black, like in the Sopranos. It's gonna be a black screen with Journey playing in the background.
Wasn't the football actually held in the Saints Arena or in
Yeah, it was
New
in
Orleans or whatever?
Superdome. It was in New Orleans this year.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Lil Wayne should have been the headliner.
I know a lot of people said that a lot of people were I don't know, hoping or thinking, whatever you want to call it, that there might be a Lil Wayne appearance. I mean, I wouldn't have been mad at it. Shit, that's his backyard. That's my guy though. I'm a big.
They actually got a really cool song together. I just forgot the name of it, but Kendrick Lamar and Lil Wayne, and it's like really good. Like it cracked me up just listening to it. It's crazy.
Maybe he wasn't snubbed. Maybe Lil Wayne was like, I'm just gonna give the dude his fucking shit. It's his platform.
Yeah, and Wayne is on tour right now too, so he might not even been I don't know if he was there or not.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know about the Super Bowl, but I'll tell you guys what. If you didn't care for the Super Bowl, go jump on YouTube and just look for all the clips of Jameis Winston and Burt Kreischer talking during the game. Those two are absolutely insane. And Jameis is a damn national treasure. And he should be protected at all costs. Just go look at all the clips of those two in the stands just talking and dude, they were up there like Bert asked Jameis at one point if he had ever done special teams, and Jameis was like, "Yeah, it was the scariest thing I ever did. It was like looking at 11 angry ostriches trying to run you down." And Bert's like, ostriches can disembowel you. That's what they do when they attack you. Jameis is like, "What?"
Lil Wayne's tour doesn't actually start on the 31st of January, so. That's in California, and then February 21st is his next in Florida. So yeah, he was busy. Yeah, he's probably doing tour shit. Yeah. Sorry, I was like, shit. I just looked that up.
Fact check. You got to fact check. That's good.
Yeah, I heard because I listened to radio out of Tampa all day long, and I know they were talking about him coming to Tampa here before long because they have what is it called? The reggae music fest that they have every year.
That carnival thing?
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. But anyways, it's like fucking Shaggy and Sting are headlining it together. But they were saying that it's
interesting.
I mean, Sting is dabbled into the reggae world in his music. And then they leave spots open for quote unquote guest appearances for musicians. And I guess Lil Wayne is in town either the week before or the week after or something like that, a couple of days after. So everybody's speculating that Lil Wayne's gonna pop up at this reggae fest.
That's funny. That's like saying Celine Dion and DMX are gonna go on.
I mean, at the end of the day, if D was still alive, would we be mad at Celine Dion and DMX doing a collab together? I bet it would be pretty fire.
I think that might actually sound pretty good.
We have a team of Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg. Why?
Yeah.
Can't go.
Hell, once we had Run DMC and Aerosmith, so I mean, anything is possible.
Yeah.
I'm dating
you
myself.
never was a big Martha Stewart fan, but I do love the tag team of Martha and Snoop together.
Hold on, Glick, are you Glick Chris?
Yeah.
Dude, we're friends on Facebook. We've met through another mutual party. Probably Patrick.
Small world.
Oh, maybe Patrick.
You'll have to send me a message or something. So I know. Patrick. Man, that goes way back.
Yeah, he's about this big, 5 ink, beach shorts.
Yeah.
I can't do it right now because I'm on my phone and
Yeah. You have to hit me a message so I know. I have so many.
Yeah, I'm Shane B on Facebook.
Oh shit! Yeah. Okay.
What's up?
Kevin, is it Kevin? Kevin Hawley and Patrick.
Yeah, Kevin Hawley. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That
Yeah. We've been in the
unfunny
chat
mother-
together talking. Yeah. Okay.
I love Kevin.
We've been in the chat and we've chatted before on Facebook. Holy shit, man! Well, it's nice to finally put an actual face to the name.
Hey, how you doing?
Right? Hell yeah. That's wild. That's fucking wild. And you're friends with Chaka, huh?
Yeah, Chaka. Oh wow, I forget which channel I met Chaka through.
He's everywhere.
It may have been JS Urban Adventures, maybe. Man, I forget. But he came on. I brought him up on one of my panels once, and just loved everything he was saying. It's just like, all right. So he's always welcome.
That's what's
Chaka
up.
surfs lives and pops up just about everywhere.
Just pops up everywhere.
I'm waiting on this new Taylor Swift album. I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be a fucking bomb dizzle when she breaks up with Travis.
Well, I mean,
did you guys see the post? And they have a picture of Taylor Swift on stage, and she's like super flat, like super skinny, and then it was like a side profile picture of her body, and they're like, imagine winning the Super Bowl and you got to go home and hit that.
No,
I have a headache.
I feel bad for laughing at that joke.
Yeah, I just lost the Super Bowl. I'm not in the mood. I'm sorry. Not tonight.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Not tonight.
Console me tomorrow.
Well, I mean, we all joked that the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl, and then, Taylor was going to propose to Travis, and then, at the before the spring training or not spring, but the fall OTAs and everything like that, Travis was going to show up pregnant. So I guess that's not going to happen now.
Didn't the Chiefs win last year or the year before or some shit like that?
Yeah,
they won the last 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, they were going for that three-peat.
Okay.
As I was keeping up with the updates, one of my messenger groups, one of the girls in there asked, like, it's like, I thought the Chiefs are supposed to be winning. I thought it was supposed to be rigged. And that was before halftime. I was like, oh, just wait. The Chiefs referees haven't gotten there yet. And they'll switch them at halftime and make it look like the comeback of the century of the Super Bowl. You're never going to beat what happened to my Atlanta Falcons. Yeah. Okay. You're never going to beat that one.
I was half-heartedly watching the game. I was happy for Barkley, but I was thoroughly amused by one Mr. Thomas Brady in the commentator's booth, just talking shit the whole game, just talking shit on Patrick Mahomes the whole game, talking about how when he beat him, when they beat him, and what he did. And I was just like, "Yo, man."
Thanks,
You got that guaranteed. Yeah. Tom's got that guaranteed locked in money because that dude had no fucks to give in the booth Super Bowl Sunday. So
You guys said something about the three winning the three in a row, right? The three-peat.
Yeah.
Who is it? Was it Pat Riley or somebody else that owns that or something, and they would have won X amount, like a bunch of money off of if they would have won the third time in a row? Did you guys hear anything about that?
He owns the trademark.
A three-peat, right?
Yeah, Pat Riley owns the trademark ownership of the three-peat. Because what was it? He did it in the NBA, was right? Yeah, because
He
he's
probably
a
did it when we had LeBron and all them.
Yeah. But yeah, he trademarked that phrase. So if they would have went on to use it on shirts and hats and shit like that, he would have got paid.
Yeah, I think he would have got millions off of that. Just that's not even like betting money. That's just because they won 3 times.
Yeah. It is so weird that you can trademark a phrase of words.
Yeah,
you can trademark anything. I mean, I know.
Well, okay, all right. If it's like a written story or song or poem, etc., etc. Oh, yeah, I get that. But like a couple words, like it just sounds weird to me.
Everything's for sale. It's America.
Yeah,
fair enough. Fair enough.
There's a wrestler, Jay Uso. He uses the word yeet. Like that's his catchphrase is yeet. There's another indie wrestler who was using it, and he tried to cause issues and say, well, that's my phrase. Da, 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 da. WWE went in there, bought the trademark. WWE now owns the catchphrase yeet. So they're like, shut the fuck up, little indie guy who don't matter. This is a mega superstar in the wrestling world. So now, like, Jimmy's got it on, or Jay's got it on all of his shirts and stuff like that. Like, I mean, like, I could catchphrase, or I could trademark be good or be good at it. Something I say at the end of every show. I could trademark
unless it's something that's already in use, though, right? Like you can't just like trademark something like earlier, the iron's still in the fire. You can't trademark that now because it's an expression that's already been used.
Yeah, I don't know how it works because I think you can.
Yeah,
because I mean,
weird.
Yeet was going around forever. I mean, it was in gamers used it on Twitch forever. And
yeah, because I understand linguistics a little bit to understand how words evolve over time, just through the way we use words. But to trademark a word is so weird.
Like we can trademark words are hard.
It's just so fucking weird to me.
Yeah,
just like I mean I understand. I understand that it does work. That because of the system in which we live under, it works that way. But if you just sit back and think about it, it's just like this is fucking weird.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's we're not big enough, nor do I care enough to trademark any of our stupid catchphrases that we use on here. Because in all honesty, if I hear somebody out in public just saying hashtag words are hard, I'll be like, hey.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Do you hear let's say you trademark a phrase and then one day you hear it out in public, you get to sue that person?
I get to go and punch him in the stomach and take $5 from him.
Guess so. Royalties, bitch.
Trademark the word
royalties.
It's something about it's something along the lines of like making a word like yeet. Just creating words out of thin air and it catches on. You better go ahead and merchandise it.
All words are created out of thin air, though.
If you hear somebody say it on the street, you can't go after them. But if they put it on a T-shirt and you try to make profit, then you can go after them. Stuff like that. It's weird the way that works. You can't trademark your name. I know that much.
Well, maybe the copyright will expire one time and become public domain use, and we can say and put it on shirts.
And then Disney will buy it,
just like Steamboat Willie.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, we're not big enough, nor do I care enough. We had the discussion. We have our merch and shirts, which, by the way, I got to get Mama working because I gotta get your shirt out to you, brother. But like one of our followers, Chris Technician, was like, I want to customize one of your shirts and put like my name and logo and everything on it. And I'm like, no, like, why would you do that? Like, I mean, after you buy it, I guess you can, but that don't make any sense. That'd be like me going and buying like, you know, HAG merch and then blasting Nonsensical Network all over. Like,
Right. I learned that kind of early on when I started first selling merch, and I was getting it made, like physically going to pick it up, put the order in, pick it up, and deliver them myself. And I had one guy order a super special, like a half and half color that I don't even do, but I had it made for him, and he ended up not even like paying or you know, confirming for the delivery. So I ended up stuck with this colorful ass shirt.
Oh, damn.
That I didn't want. Little stuff like that, man. You gotta, you know, it's your brand, so you gotta sell it how you want it to be presented.
I mean, like, you know, if you want something and you want to customize it with your last name on it, I don't give a damn. I mean, you could do that as a sports guy. I mean, as a sports guy, I've often thought about doing a custom jersey because of the way that the way that like the Cleveland Browns, they got a revolving door of players. So it's like I buy a damn jersey and then the next year they're gone. So now I've got a closet full of all these quote unquote retired jerseys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So why not just go customize it? But yeah, I mean, if you want a shirt customized with like your last name on it or something, cool. But I'm not gonna make a shirt with your weird ass logos and different things like that. Like, no shade on Chris, because Chris Technician, that's my boy from way back. But it was just like, it's just silly, man. Stop it.
I gotta do a new design for my merch now because I had a personal friend who was making it, but you know, something happened and she had to move to go take care of her mom, so she stopped making the design. And you know, her design was trademarked because she made it for me. And she's just like, yeah, you can't take it to anybody else and get them to make it. And I'm like, well, you stop making shirts and you stop. I gotta create a new design now. It's and it's like my design is very iconic because like I'm in the skulls and it's got a one-piece headset like I'm wearing right now because the truck driver is semblance to that. I was just like, well, I'll just get somebody to alter it or whatever, make a new one. But it's got to be that same way. I'm like, fuck it. I don't know how much money I spent with you to fucking make these damn shirts.
Go on Fiverr. And then you traded it, and then you copyrighted my shit. Like, I know a guy who can alter stuff for you. His name's Jeff.
Well, see, this is the crazier part. This is the crazier part. This is the crazier part about it. She went through a service like what I do with the background music for my movie reviews. I go through a site and give them pay for that membership, and you own part of that copyright, so you can use it.
Yeah,
that's basically what she did with the logo, and just pieced it all together through that site. But her paying for the service, she has a copyright to it. And I was like, well, hell. I'll tell you what, I'll keep up with you to see if I would imagine you're not going to keep paying for that shit if you're not making merchandise anymore. So your shit's going to run out. So yeah, maybe I can. I'd have to keep track of that shit.
Yeah.
I can use it. But I don't know.
I think it's kind of like what my fiance does. She has like Canva and something else, and like you just pick and piece and chop, and you just got to chop and screw. And I mean, that's what I do when I make new pictures, or I don't want to say everything's a logo, but sometimes I just like to make a new picture, and I just find a few things that I like, and then sit down and piece them together like a puzzle until it all works. And that's what I. Speaking of Chris Technician, what up, motherfucker?
What up, Chris?
Speaking of the devil,
Chris.
and that's kind of like when I was playing around, I was trying to come up with a shirt idea for, for this show, and I wound up really loving the design, and I'm like, fuck it, this is my new logo. Like, this is what I'm going with now.
That's the one you sent me a picture of that one, right?
Yeah. I think I have it. because I kind of played around with some things, and I don't have it in the overlay. I don't think.
Oh,
No, I don't. But I can put it up here in the corner. Oh, wait, yeah, I can put it up there in the corner. Yeah, right there in the corner of the screen.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. So, and I've got a lot of people are like, yeah, that we like that's cool. And
Yeah, that's cool for sure.
it was literally just playing around with parts and pieces, and it was just like, hey, this works. I like this. But yeah, like I don't know, man. I'm not trying to get rich off the shirt, but I figure if
Hello,
somebody
Average
or
Asia.
shirts or anything like that. But if somebody wants to buy something and represent like one of our shows or the network or whatever, man, we got it for you. And I'm still working on new stuff every day. Every chance I can get to jump on Nikki's little laptop and play around, because I'm like, just put me where I need to be, because I don't know how anything else works.
But that's how you got to do it, man. That's how you got to keep moving, keep the creativity going.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna ask you about. I got you out here, bro. Outside of making new music, you got anything else going on music wise? You getting out and trying to perform anywhere or do anything? Those winter months. It's been cold down there in Florida.
Not yet. I wanna get back into performing. Right now, I'm more focused on getting a couple more songs out, a video. I'm trying to maybe put a video out each month or something like that. You know, be consistent with it, because I ultimately want to put a little project together. So I'm testing out different sounds right now. Like I like the knocking on heaven's door sound, but then I'm also like tapping more into actually rapping. You know, like I'm everywhere with it. So I work on 2, 3, 4 different songs at a time. Just whatever I'm feeling at that moment. You know, I'll open up one and work on it, close it out, something else. You know, I'm just kind of, I don't know. I'm messing around with different sounds right now, but you'll hear them all. They're all gonna be they're coming out good in the studio. They sound really good. So
hell yeah. Well, I'm over here anxiously waiting to hear the new stuff, and a lot of artists that I'm talking to lately, that's been their thing. Like they're like, man, I'm playing with like 4 or 5 different sounds, all and just trying to find that sound that I really like, or that style that I really like, and it's like, yeah, I'm just focused on playing around with sounds and putting music out. I'm not really thinking about doing an album or anything. I just want to play that social media game and get those views and likes and stuff up.
You got to get the following up. I would love to do shows. I haven't. No one's reached out to me yet to do any current shows. I did a lot of shows earlier into pursuing music, but I think also you don't hear of too many artist events like open mics anymore post COVID. Everything became really digitalized with COVID. Same thing when you go to pick up your kids from school, you got to drop them off and pick them up right through the line now. You don't even get down no more.
They got a car line and
so a lot of things kind of shifted, especially with the music. That's why you see a lot of artists blow up. Their music blows up, and then you finally see them perform live, and their performance sucks.
Yeah,
you know? It happens.
It's a big jump from doing stuff in the studio or making videos, like finding random spots and making music videos or whatever. It's a big jump to go from that to live and in person. And some there are some artists out there. I mean, that just don't translate well. Stick to the YouTubes and the TikToks.
Yeah.
And everything like that.
And then there's artists that really got it. There's definitely artists that really got it, but you do see that, and they get posted on these little Instagram when they have like the little music pages, the promo pages, and they're like, oh, somebody so and so performed and the crowd was dead. And it's like, dang.
Erndl, can you turn your camera on and just show the deuces? Show me that you're a live person. And
Who's that? Okay.
We're gonna get me along.
I don't know if somebody popped
Yeah,
up.
I don't know.
So.
Oh, someone popped up.
Hey,
Yeah.
how we doing?
Doing well.
Good. How you doing?
Right, I've been searching for an answer to a question. Can I ask you guys this question?
Mm-hmm.
Why did niggers say?
All right.
Ah,
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
That's-
I was.
what makes someone want to do that? You
Yeah,
should have
like-
left him on so we could have seen what he had to say.
I'm sorry. I was waiting. I already had my finger on the.
I just wanted to know where he was going with that because
Yeah,
had
had he-
the first part, but where was it going to lead to? You know what I mean?
Yeah, had he worded it a little bit differently, I probably wouldn't have been so quick on the trigger. But
You're
we-
pretty fast.
That's where he failed. You gotta have like at least about 10 words to a lead up.
Yes. At least how
Then
you
drop the N bomb.
Yeah.
Racists aren't typically smart.
especially since we've already gotten into a little bit of trouble on this network, and not because of racism or nudity, thankfully, but other things. We've gotten some copyright issues with certain people who don't know how to not play 10-minute long YouTube videos from NBC or music that they're not supposed to play or movies that they're not supposed to play. And,
Who's that, Jeff?
I wasn't mentioning any names. I think I got in trouble. I didn't know. I just got a warning from the music.
I think one of them was mine, though.
I think I got a warning from the music. I didn't get spanked for it.
I would say
No,
you
I
have
started-
a trigger finger.
I gotta do you like CNN. You have this person on your channel, sir. Do you disavow the statements that he made? Do you disavow? Do you not? Jesus.
We shot him down pretty quick. I was when he came up, as soon as I heard his voice, I was like something. So I was already hovering on the trigger. I was like, I'm gonna let you drop that hard R.
I would trust you in the wild, wild west, my friend.
I'm quick with it.
You'd be a quick draw, baby.
Yeah.
I'm a gunslinger, baby. Don't mess around. As Billy the Kid once said, I'll make you famous.
There you go. Oh man.
Yeah, 15 seconds at most.
But that guy's a sucky
Someone else is-
racist. He's not even good at being racist. That's
I mean, let's be honest. Most of them aren't.
Is there such thing as being good at racism, though? I'm just
pretty low.
They're not the.
I'll tell you
they're not
what.
the
little.
I'll tell you what, this is where he fails. I don't care about that word. I call everybody that. If you act ignorant and stubborn, I will call anybody that. I'll call Asians that. If you act ignorantly, I don't care. You call me that, it does not hurt my feelings. A lot of it has to do with inflection between the hard R and the meaningful R. It really depends on, inflection. I can tell when you mean it or when you're just trying to say it to get a rise out of me. It's just like, I can tell when you're actually a racist. I'm like, yo, fuck you, dude. You want to go? Most of them, 99%.
It's funny how quick you got cut off. That's
He just can't even troll
was
well.
quick.
rodeo.
He's
Hey,
just
you
a
know, you
lazy
remind me of
troll.
Dr. Evil at the table, and he let number 2 down.
You did a literal yeet on it.
Yeeted him right off the panel. What's going on, Arkansas?
Arkansas, hey.
Arkansas.
Yeeted him
What's
right
up,
off the
girl?
panel. This isn't our first rodeo. We've been around for a little minute,
Yeah.
Right.
and sometimes, like I said,
Oh, I had my finger on the button for sick when he first came up too. 'Cause I didn't know he was friends with Shaka, so I was waiting.
I'm a friendly.
Sick was gonna pop up and be like, I have a question. What do you say to the cracker?
Steal our land. Wait a minute, what?
That was a hard R on
And
that
then-
cracker. I'm
And
gonna
then somebody comes on and talks about Asians, and you leave them, and I'm like, what the hell?
yeah, like like we've had people that have come up and they've been a little bit smoother with it. Like they come in and they're like, hey man, I got it, and we start to get engaged, and then it's just like,
They cut you
man,
off.
that hard left turn, man, that hard left turn, and it's just like, oh,
they have an intelligent build up to their troll,
Yeah.
which I
Yeah.
have to respect. That's good on you.
That
But
was a rookie.
when you just that was a very lazy troll.
man, good thing it wasn't
No
Saturday
effort.
night, because I would have probably been a few in and been like, all right, let's do this dance, shall we?
Yeah. Let's open this up.
Yeah. Let's see how this works out for you, jackass. You just never know what's gonna happen. Just when you
Never
think
know.
you got all the answers, to change all the questions, man. Good Lord. I don't even remember what we were talking about either.
Music somewhere, somehow.
Somewhere, something.
Oh,
Nah. Pull the e-brake. Drive this motherfucker right off the bridge.
I sent that to somebody the other day. You should say, man, you stand on pie. Sorry.
Speaking of being high on pot.
Open mics, how COVID changed the experience of people going out and doing things, that success rates. I don't remember.
Oh.
What do you
artists translating from social media to live performances?
Oh, yeah,
that's right.
I was gonna say, so I had this happen to me, firsthand experience, when I still lived down in Charleston. There was a band, and I think they're still around. Lord only knows. And I really liked them, and I come across them on YouTube. These guys were great. And they were going to be playing at a little bar down in Charleston. I was like, man, hell yeah, I'm going to go check these guys out. I knew they were from the area. And I was like, hell yeah, I'm going to go check them out. I barely made it through the first song. I'm like, damn, y'all really are studio, like you're manufactured in a studio. That's why you sound the way you sound and whatnot.
Sounds like a free rock concert I went to when I was in Guam. Let's put it like this: it wasn't a rock concert. Wow. It was I get home and there's this little flyer on my door: free rock concert. I'm like, fuck it, why not? I had been on the island for a couple of weeks. It was a Pentecostal church, man. And I walked in and they were speaking in tongues. I'm like, this is weird. But I stayed for the music because I was so curious. And as soon as the lights went down and the stage lights came on, the band come out, fog machines are rolling. I was like, all right, this sounds like some awesome rock music, the beat and stuff. And then they get in the lyrics. I'm like, okay. I just leave. I'm like, it's weird. Yeah.
I think that a rapper not being able to perform well is one thing, but when you have to actually have vocals and all that, I feel like that's even worse. When you're a singer, you have to have vocals. Rappers, it's like your voice, a unique voice is a unique voice. But when you sing and you don't sound good, or sound how you don't sound how you sound on the in your music, or as clear or as smooth, that's another thing. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I've actually gone to some like open mic, quote unquote open mic rap battles.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like that scene in 8 Mile the first time M gets up there and he just kind of just loses his shit.
Yeah.
Forgets his words. Don't know nothing. I've heard guys get up there and get all tongue tied. And I'm not going to judge you because I can't rap. I can't freestyle. I'm quick witted, but I'm not going to be able to put it into bars and rap.
It's a whole different pressure on stage.
Yeah. But you see these guys and they get up there on stage, man. And I don't know if they just get nervous, they get scared, what it is, or if the dude they battling hits them with something right across the chin that really just kind of fucks up their mind.
Oh, God.
And they just yo, yeah, hey. I'm like, what's happening here? You know, like I don't know how to react to this. I'm going to wait until the rest of the crowd reacts before I react because I kind of stand out in some of those bars and places. Yeah, so I don't want to react too early.
That's when you just start swinging. You see a lot of rappers just they can't take the loss, so they start swinging.
Mosh pit. I'm down with
That's
this.
what really gets fun.
Yeah, that's when you know you struck a nerve.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, battle rap. Why not battle karaoke?
That would be awesome. That would be really good. Battle karaoke.
How would that work?
You'd have to win the crowd.
Yeah, you just gotta win the crowd, man. That's where you go up there looking like me and you do Barbie Girl and win the crowd over.
Fair.
Maybe
Everyone
do like
has a buzzer.
the best stanza of which song you want to use. Back and forth at each other, but I guess the karaoke master would have to be on top of that to switch the music back and forth. That'd have to be pre-planned.
Or you each do the same, or you each do the same song, but you take turns singing
verse
each
and a
next
second
verse, and the one
Yes.
that fucks up first.
Yeah.
That's how they do in like those talent shows when they do the big performance with everyone that's involved in the show. But this would just be like a battle, like you said, of take a first verse, a hook, another verse, and a hook, and split it between the battlers.
Yeah.
That would be good. Who hits the notes?
Might work.
It's like, yeah, I mean, hell, in all honesty, yeah, I mean, that's kind of like what they used to do when they would do, you know, back when like Guitar Hero and what was that, Rock Band was they would do tournaments.
Yeah,
and you would take turns, and it was kind of like you would pick a song, and then the one group or whatever they would start, and then a minute or 2-3 minutes in or whatever they would stop, and the other group would start, and it was all just judged off of your points you got in the game, but also off of a crowd reaction. Because when you're singing, I don't know if you guys have ever played like Guitar Hero or Rock Band or whatever. When you're singing, even if you're a terrible singer like me, you still got to kind of try to get the notes in line so that they stay in the ups and the pitches and everything. The guitar and drums, you're literally just hitting buttons. But when you're singing, you got to try to keep it. And
I fucking despise that game, Guitar Hero. I never played Rock Band. I despise Guitar Hero.
I was like,
shit.
I already like. Why do I want to pretend to play guitar?
Yeah, I know how to play guitar. Why am I pretending? That's like me playing Truck Driver Simulator. I'm a truck driver, damn it! I don't want. Fuck.
I'm not gonna lie. Like Guitar Hero or Rock Band back in the day, when it first came out, that was our jam. My ex-wife and I, and we had another couple that we were really good friends with. But Saturday night we'd get up in the house, hook it up, and we would play for hours while we were drinking and stuff. We thought we were big shit. We were ready to go on tour and shit. Like,
you guys had on leather pants.
Yeah, we're killing this Journey song. Let's go. Steve Perry who?
Xanthius, do you mean Jerry or Jan Terry is in like the worst music video ever? I just looked it up on YouTube. That's the first thing that popped up.
Jan Terry.
You can run over his shit in the simulator.
Yeah, man.
What is he talking about?
I got I don't know. Is it the crazy white lady from like '93?
That's what it looks like. Yeah. Yeah. It looks like Roseanne Barr from the '90s, actually.
No.
Yeah, she kind of does.
Just blonde. It's her she-devil years. Remember that movie?
Oh my god! Have you guys seen? Do you guys know who what's his name? Tom Holland or whatever?
Which one? The actor or the director?
The rapper. The very politically based rapper.
Oh, there's another Tom Holland?
I know. That's what there's a third Tom Holland? What?
The guy says Eminem's watching him. He's like a big Eminem fan, I think.
Yeah, he's very political in his raps. He's very right leaning. He's done shit with Adam Calhoun.
Matt Child's brother. Hey, is that Matt Child's brother?
I don't know.
I think I know who you're talking about now.
Anyway, he just
Didn't
did
he
a
do a
song.
rap with fucking Ben Shapiro?
Oh,
Yeah, he did a rap with Ben Shapiro. He just recently did one with Roseanne Barr.
Whoa,
I know who you're
Oh,
talking about
yeah.
now. Yeah, I know you're Tom
Tom
McDonald.
That's what we're talking about.
Tom McDonald.
No,
My
no.
bad, thank you. Yeah.
Don't
He
you
just did-
dare tell me there's a rap with Ben Shapiro.
There is, and it's
Does Ben
just
Shapiro rap?
yes, and it is
Yeah.
as bad as you think it is.
I'm dropping these
Well-
rhymes like I'm a Jew. My wife
Yeah.
is a doctor. I'm going to do my things because I'm gonna doctor. That dude, you know, I used to listen to him. I used to listen to his stuff all the time because I like
Yeah.
the way he debated. I like the way he presented stuff,
Mhm.
facts, shutting down people. But he made the classic mistake. He came into my world and started doing videos on movies, ranking Star Wars, did a review on
Yeah.
the Batman, and he has no idea what he's talking about movies. I'm like, shut the fuck up and stick to politics, you fucking nasal breath
Shapiro-
fucking piece of shit. You
Ben Shapiro is a bad example of a good debater, quote unquote.
Tom-
I've never
Tom-
seen him
Tom McDonald-
debate.
Yeah.
He
Tom
just
McDonald
deflects.
just did a song.
Like
just did a song.
his bread and butter is colleges because he's
Yes,
debating
yes,
kids,
yes.
not actual.
Yes.
Like when he debated actual like Neil deGrasse Tyson had a discussion with him. Oh, he got shut down. Bad.
Oh, that's what people get shut. I just recently watched a debate between two guys, and one of them felt so stupid after the debate that he went to go sue the other guy.
Was it Drake after he got smoked by Kendrick Lamar?
He might have been a Drake fan. Hold on, let me see if
Oh my god!
I gotta look up the name for you guys. Hold on.
I'm curious. I want to see this debate.
The reaction videos from Drake fans watching the halftime show have been my new favorite
Hilarious.
addiction. Oh my
Okay.
god! I'm
Look up
dying. These Drake fans are losing their minds.
when you guys get a chance. When you get a chance, look up Wes Huff versus Billy Carlson. Billy Carson. I'm sorry, not Carlson. It
Full
should say full unedited debate.
I got it up right here.
Yeah.
And then so it's like
Oh,
a
this is like a
2-hour
couple
debate.
months ago.
Yeah. And then there's a couple videos, there's a couple other videos after where he does a interview with Billy Carlson, Wesley Huff.
Is this on religion? This is on religion too. You watch religious debates? Where'd he go?
I don't know.
He ran away.
Where wasn't A just talking?
Yeah, he might have been on his phone when he was looking it up.
Oh, okay.
And it just dropped him.
No, I'm just like, wow. I'm trying. I pulled up the debate. It is about Christianity in the Bible. Wow, I'm gonna have to watch that.
Oh.
Billy the Boob.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, Tom McDonald did a rap just recently with Roseanne Barr in it, and she was trying to
I'm aware of it. I'm aware of it.
Yeah.
I'm aware of it. I haven't listened to it yet. I've been thinking about doing it.
Yeah, she's got a lot. Well, first she looks like she's got at one point she's got like these long blonde braids in her hair that go like all the way down her back. But one of her lines is "Fuck you, Eminem."
Oh, please tell me she doesn't sing
Wait,
the
hold on.
national
Hold on.
anthem.
Roseanne Barr dissed Eminem. I can't wait to hear the rebuttal.
You gotta look at that Tom McDonald video with him and Roseanne because she's like, "Fuck you, Eminem." And
I think I did see that part, that clip at least.
I'm like, what the fuck is happening here, man? Like, this is just insane.
They're
and it's hilarious.
They're knocking on the wrong door. It's funny.
No, I can't.
Xanthios, I've actually seen the Christopher Hitchens ones. I'm all about Hitchens Razor, man.
Don't get Blaze started on the.
Yeah, watching debates, especially religious debates, kind of like.
Oh yeah, you gotta check it out, man. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. You see,
This 2-hour debate. I'm watching this as soon as I get off of you guys.
watch it, and then go down the rabbit hole because you'll get a little bit of more backstory of the aftermath of that debate.
Blaze, I already see it now. You're going to be in the group chat tomorrow.
My brother put me on to him. My brother's a pothead. he put me onto this debate, and I was locked in. It is interesting, for sure.
Nice. Yeah, Blaze. I totally forgot about Shane. You doing your movies and stuff. He might be a good one to
I looked sick up on YouTube, and I noticed he does movie reviews too. And I was going to hit him up later offline. I was just gonna let it go for right now. But yeah.
Did you say
Friday
Blade?
nights, Jeff. Blaze, me.
Oh, Blaze.
Yeah, Friday nights, Jeff and I do a movie review thing.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Mostly, it's mostly short films.
Are you excited for Captain America, the new
I am.
whatever
No,
the fuck
I
they
don't.
changed the damn title
I
to?
stopped watching the MCU. I'm so disgusted with like Hollywood, and it's like Fridays when we do movie reviews, there's short films that I find elsewhere, like Clipist, Short Verse, and shit like that. So if you watched last week's episode with Kamada, but Kodama, it's like a 15-minute short film with like the samurai SWAT team, dude. It's badass.
What was that on?
I am actually. I'm with AJG, man. I'm with you, bro. My curiosity is peaked, and I'm slightly excited for the new Captain America movie. I just want to see Harrison Ford as the Red Hulk.
No.
We got Indiana Jones in that thing.
Oh, you kiss my ass. You can absolutely kiss my entire ass with that shit. Number one.
They did an interview with Harrison Ford, and he had no idea that he was going to be red. And he was like, when they showed me the footage of my first transformation into the Hulk, he was like, "Why the fuck am I red?"
These people don't know anything about the comic book property movies they're getting involved with. I mean, the creator and showrunners of Secret Invasion, they were told, "Don't bother reading the comics. This is how we're going to do it." It's like, what? That's an important story. And my main problem, let me go on a rant for just a second here.
No, go for it.
My main problem is when Falcon and Winter Soldier, that Disney Plus, one of the first Disney Plus series to came out. In the comics, it was proclaimed that Bucky was to take on the mantle of Captain America. And as they portrayed it in the show, we have Bucky going through his deprogramming, his transformation. He should be the one to take on the shield because he is now a good guy. So he is a super soldier. He is one worthy to carry the shield. But no, let's give it to black diversity hire over here, Anthony Mackie, Sam Wilson. Yeah, let's give it to him. Okay, what's he gonna do as Captain America? Oh, he's a fucking simple human who has not been proven in battle. So he decides to give the shield up to the museum between the transition between Endgame into the show. He Cap gives him the shield, and then in the show he gives it back to the government. And so it's like, okay, so you relinquish your responsibility, you piece of shit. And they decide to find somebody else. They find Captain Walker. They find him. And fucking this guy is an decorated war hero, jumped on 3 grenades to save his platoon. He is worthy to wear the shield. The best guy we can find, since your ass, an Avenger, doesn't want to carry the fucking shield. So fuck you. So the whole show is about him being mad that fucking Captain John Walker got the shield, and fucking he sympathizes with the terrorists in the fucking show. Bucky is the only person trying to stop somebody. John Walker's the only person trying to stop somebody. I forget his name, but John Walker's partner, black guy. They're the only three trying to stop the terrorists in the show. Fucking Falcon is the only one that, we got to hear him out. We got to, whatever. So let's jump forward to this new movie. How dare you? I did a trailer review on this on my last stream. How dare you think that I'm going to watch this movie thinking that regular human Sam Wilson, Falcon, in a vibranium suit is going to go toe-to-toe with Red Hulk. No, that's not believable. Fuck right off.
Well, I
no.
have one question. There's one thing that really stood out to me in that. You said he jumped on 3 grenades to save his platoon.
I know, like the first one didn't kill him.
He covered Not only that, if you guys bought by 2 more grenades, I am not jumping on them other 2. I already took one for you.
according to the show, he used this helmet to cover first. The man is a decorated. The man is a decorated war hero. Sam Wilson is not. Falcon is not. Right. I don't even think there's a mention that Sam has ever seen war.
There's my rant.
Let's make him Captain America. Fuck off.
Based on the movie, he was just his jogging partner, right?
Yeah, on your left.
There's my rant. There's my rant about MCU right now. Just saying, I don't understand that whole fucking twist.
that whole rant, the only thing my man took out. I jumped on 1 grenade for your ass. I ain't doing it 2 more times. Y'all got me fucked up.
No, it was a good rant. I was just being funny. It stood out to me though, like one guy jumping on the grenade 3 times to save.
I had so much fun with what they were doing until Disney bought. Disney buys everything.
Yeah.
But Infinity War, Avengers Infinity War was probably the last great thing they made.
Yeah.
And everything's been downhill. And
I was actually disappointed. I was disappointed in Deadpool 3.
Fair.
They hyped it up. They hyped it up a lot.
I think the hype. You're right. The hype didn't equal the release, and I think they were too focused on shit they shouldn't have been focused on.
They won't let Wolverine die.
Right? And they're even talking about him coming back in the MCU as Wolverine. I'm just like, I'm done. So done.
Well, there was how many jokes was in Deadpool 3 about him coming back and being under contract for the next 97 years or something like that.
But now, well.
Hey, slightly off topic, but relative. I did enjoy What If.
Yeah.
I enjoyed What If.
I didn't watch it.
I never watched it.
I liked it.
What If was cool, and what If did, and I know that this has been talked about, and I'm anxiously waiting for it. I think we talked about it a little bit the other day, last week or something. The Marvel Zombies. It's supposed to be quote unquote the first. It's supposed to be the first rated R Disney project.
I read that. I read that whole thing.
It would be the third.
They're gonna fuck it up.
It would be the third. The first R-rated movie from Disney is like Down and Out in Beverly Hills.
Yeah. Also, fucking. What the hell was I just gonna say? Fuck it.
But yeah, no,
the weeds got into my head.
I'm looking forward to Disney Zombies. Disney Zombies would be pretty dope too. But Marvel
that's what I was gonna say. I never even read the What If comics. I just didn't care for them.
I didn't even know they had comics.
Yeah, I didn't know they had comics.
Yeah, that's the whole idea. You think that it was like some brilliant Disney idea? No, they were doing What If comics in the 80s. Like Marvel already was doing the What Ifs.
I
thought What If was like a diversion. It was like, oh no, people are hating what we're doing. Let's give them alternate storylines. I don't know.
No, What If comics were like a thing back in the 80s and 90s. Yeah, I think it was mostly 90s. Yep.
Hey fellas, it was
I
nice
read-
chatting with you guys. I gotta head out. But
Oh,
and
Yeah,
it was
appreciate you coming up, brother.
but it was really nice meeting you too.
You too, AG.
Follow me on Instagram so I can follow you guys back. If you have Instagram pages, if not, I'll check you out on YouTube.
I'm part of this
Drop it in the
network,
chat.
so I see your shit.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
It was
Oh
nice.
yeah,
talking.
I'm still playing the music. Here we go, right there. There's his Instagram. I knew I had that.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, I knew I had it in there somewhere. Yeah, man. No pressure. Definitely hit me up with that new music. I want to check it out, man. I'm excited to hear it. I'm excited to hear what you're doing, and as soon as you release that shit and you drop a video or something like that, we're gonna, even if you don't, even if it's just, I think I've learned how to get the background music. If not, I think
I'll send you 2 songs. I'll send you some tonight.
All right, yeah. And then once you release them, then we'll start playing them on here. But I won't play them until then.
All right, cool. You guys have a good night. All right.
Hey,
You too, AJ. It was good meeting you, man.
Likewise.
Although I feel like I've had a conversation before with him.
Yeah. Shout out to my guy AJG. Y'all check out his music before we get out of here tonight. We'll play one of his songs. Miami's own. We had
in 3 hours.
Yeah, we had.
He's in Miami.
Really? Yeah, he's down in Miami. In the Miami area. We had a fun time when I interviewed him because we were both sipping on some beverages and the conversation went way off the rails.
Now we're drunk.
But we had a good time. He's a good dude. I got bad respect for him, man. I really do.
Yeah, he seems pretty chill.
Yeah. That's what I love about doing this show in particular, man, is because that's all I do is interviews. And like we were saying earlier, I don't do that run of the mill boring shit. Like, I do ask the questions. Obviously, you want to know things about who their influences are, how long they've been doing it, blah, blah, blah. But outside of that, it's just a fucking hangout, man. We just hang out and get to know each other. The audience gets to know them as a person, and we just fucking chill, man.
It's like Joe Rogan, but with better people.
Yeah, it's like Joe Rogan without Joe Rogan. So it's better. Suck it, Joe Rogan. Yeah, I'll talk shit from behind my screen. I won't do it to your face because I know you'll kick the hell out of me.
I'll do it to his face too. Okay. What's he gonna do?
I'll beat your ass in the podcasting world.
Like, if he wants to go to prison, if he wants to go to prison, go for it. I'll say it to his face.
That is an ass whooping I will gladly take.
Hey,
Blazing Blasphemer. You're right.
I'm gonna get your money and I'm gonna send you to jail.
Oh God, Blazing Blasphemer. You got to understand that he's not playing the role of Tony Stark in that movie.
Really? He's not.
It's a desperation move to get people to come back and watch their damn movies because they're losing money. We got to get Robert Downey Jr. back up. What can we let him do? Have him play. But he's not the first character. He's not the first actor to play a different character in the MCU. He's not the first. There's there's 2 others.
Chris Evans did it. Captain America was the Human Torch.
Original. That's multiverse stuff. Oh God, who's the one I'm thinking about right now? Black guy. Not Chucker the Wild Titty. Oh God. Either way. Oh, Mordo. Mordo, who was Chucker the Wild Titty. That's him. He was Mordo in Doctor Strange, and he also played another character in, I think it was Venom 3. I think it was in that.
Yeah, but Venom 3 was Sony, wasn't it? I don't think that was.
Yeah, he was the head army guy in Venom 3.
Yeah.
And they are technically connected MCU wise because they went out of their way to do that with that partnership with Sony. So, like, he's done it. Others have done it too. A couple others have done it. But they need that star appeal. That's what they're hanging on to. That's what they're failing.
And that is what makes it horrible. Anyway, this is supposed to be a music night, not dish on Disney.
Oh, I'm
but-
sorry.
Oh man, I tell you what, sick. You come by on Friday night, you can come up and we will talk trash on fucking MCU. Like I'm playing. There's a short film I am playing this week. It is called Glory or Hope and Glory. It is a Mad Max fan made film. So
Nice.
it's 40 minutes
Hell
long.
yeah.
So yeah.
Hell yeah. Actually,
You're gonna have to send me a
I do have
link.
it.
Just make sure you subscribe to the network, and it'll pop up in your notification.
Which one?
the Nonsensical Network. I thought I was already subscribed to your channel. So while we were talking earlier,
The show on Fridays is Nonsense and Chill. Starts about 8:00, 8:10.
yeah, we have shows on here.
Can somebody drop that link in the comments? I'll screenshot it because I should be home Friday and I'll have some time to stream.
I'm on.
At least I'm supposed to be home on Friday. Truck driving sucks.
Right. How the hell do I invite people to this motherfucking page?
Oh, I got it. I just gotta get to it. I got to get to it.
If I was on my computer, this would be easier.
Yeah, if and when you get on Facebook, scroll through your invites. I've actually sent you an invite to our network page on Facebook, and as well. And
that is the link to our YouTube network in the chat.
Okay. Good.
And I will actually I'm gonna put it in the private chat too.
Because we throw the shows up.
It's a hot link. It's a hot link in the private chat.
We actually throw the shows up live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. So, but let's play one more song and then start to wrap this up before it turns into a crazy ass Saturday night. Oh, which reminds me, I won't be here this Saturday night.
Yeah, I know. I got a 2-hour debate I gotta watch now. I might watch it at 1.5. I don't know.
There you go. All right.
Sometimes I do that.
Song, and then we'll close this bad boy out. AJG was up here tonight. Appreciate him coming up. Mad love for him. That's my brother right there. This is his latest song. It's been out for a little hot minute. It's AJG featuring Jay Valor, another former guest of this show, with Knocking on Heaven's Door. And we'll be right back to close this bad boy out.
I be feeling like I be tired of life, trying to find the right words to say. Like if I get on the mic and word the pain, maybe it'll help to take some hurt away. And I could blossom through this dirt lay. I could turn the page, used to burst some sage, maybe learn to pray so I could earn my way into heaven to protest at the pearly gates. Cause I don't feel I'm worthy, wait, I hear footsteps start to turn my way. I don't got beef, just a 38. I let something fly out this birdie's cage till it's empty. Don't tempt me, but these footsteps stepping gently. They don't want me dead, evidently. Ask who sent you, they ask who sent me. Now, knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. They're telling me don't be afraid. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Everything's gonna be okay. Now here we going back and forth. Someone started banging on the bathroom door, asking why they hearing so much laughing for. Then a man in the mirror passed the torch, thinking that's so weird. Ain't no one here, never seen someone disappear without death. Ain't no plug for this outlet. Voices tell me I ain't bout shit. Seen a halo flicker on a pitchfork. Hard to tell who's the victor. Shit, I slip my wrist before you get yours, and I'll get mine before you slit yours. I'm big time, but they ignore my lil shine, scaring big boys. My foolish pride full of liquor. Shit, here's a 50, go ahead and get more. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. They're telling me don't be afraid. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Everything's gonna be okay. Watch the devil crash through the youth. Only blunt I pass you is truth. Don't get the rap shit misconstrued. I never dump ashes on you. It's all love when you roll with me. I'm just trying to roll in peace. Doesn't mean I won't shoot. If you're trying to put a hole in me, it just means that I'm kinda not weak. More knocking to the blinds I creep. Peek through the side, trying to be discreet. Soon as I look, eyes on me. Nah, I'm just tripping. Maybe I'm just dreaming. Maybe I just took a hit and started tweaking. I just can't believe it. The shit that I'm seeing. It was a kid and the kid was me. Damn. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. They're telling me don't be afraid. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Everything's gonna be okay. Feeling filled up with the joy, fearing that the feelings are decoy, fearing that the fearing just the inner voice. Am I just a little boy knocking at heaven's door? Did I spend my core searching for metaphors, trying to work it right just to get ignored? Maybe they heard it right, maybe I'm for, but I feel like I'm Mike when the extension cords plugged into the mic. I feel I'm Mike, all this rage inside, this is dynamite. That's why little boy went to hide outside. Guess I scared him out. I apologize, maybe I ain't never locked him out. He just didn't like being talked about. And since I'm a father, I got daughters now. Taught me how to treat myself when these thoughts come out. Come in, baby. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. They're telling me don't be afraid. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Everything's gonna be okay.
I remembered.
Yeah.
I remembered.
What did you remember?
Earlier when we were talking about like old songs and shit, like one hit wonders, and you brought up do
yeah.
it like they do on the Discovery Channel. It was the
Bloodhound Gang.
thank you. Fuck. Like I remembered it and then like I fucking forgot it all of a sudden. Fuck. Oh,
We kick it in.
yeah, I like their song Ballad of Chasey Lane. That's a good one.
Ah,
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Anyway.
He was up here hanging out with us. AJG featuring Jay Valor, both former guests on this here show. You can find Jay Valor at Jay Valor Music on all them socials and everywhere you listen to music at. Don't forget to check out AJG at AJG_305. Mr. Sexy Legs if you're nasty. And to get that reference, you have to go back and listen to the interview.
Ballad of Chasey Lane. Is it a Bloodhound Gang?
Yes.
Oh, God. I think one of the last songs I covered in college with a band was Hell Yeah.
Nice.
But I had to sing and play drums at the same time.
How's that work?
Oh, I had a standing mic on a stand coming over.
Oh, okay.
If I were God, that did all that shit. It's a simple enough song.
Yeah,
it is. It really is.
But we also did Chasey Lane, and my guitar player did that one. Like, God, I'm too busy back here.
Too busy back here drumming. That's awesome. Do appreciate y'all hanging out tonight. Chatter's Box, you guys are awesome as always. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Shout out to Chaka for popping up. Shout out to my man Shane B. Jesus Christ, man, we go way back, dude. I can't believe that we just chance encounter. Yeah, we used to chat it up during the Kevin Hawley show, and we've even interacted on Facebook a while back. Hopefully, we'll see you up around here in the Chatter's Box and maybe popping up on the panels from time to time. You're always welcome.
It's nice to accidentally run into you again.
Yo, are you Glick, Chris? No.
I'll see you the next time I actually run into you.
Oh no.
Well, you took me a second. I was like, hold on. I only know one person named Glick. Wait a minute. Is this? And I'm like looking at you. I'm like, that might be. Let me just ask.
Hell no. My name's Frank Miller.
Oh,
Looks
my
just
bad.
cool to me.
Thank you for Batman Dark Knight.
My name's Josh Melton.
Oh no.
Oh, I should leave him alone. We buried that hatchet a long time ago. Anyways, guys, make sure you check out the rest of the shows. We do have live shows here Monday through Sunday. Mondays we kick the week off with Speedway Stories. That's Wally, and now newest co-host Benji. They're talking all things motorsports, man. They're hanging out, talking motorsports, talking. I don't even know because I get lost in those conversations. Men Camp for Men might be on a little bit of a hiatus, maybe on a little bit of a pause. We don't know what's going on with that show. Tuesday nights, I'll be back next Tuesday with my guest Gino Jobert. I'll figure out how to pronounce it next Tuesday. We'll be talking music and all kinds of other random ass stuff. He is a New Orleans native, so I'm going to pick his brain not only about the music but about the food because there's some hella good food down there. Wednesdays, as always, tune in tomorrow night. Jeff and I will be back with What the Fuck News, where we're talking all things in the news that make us say, what the fuck is wrong with this world? Because people are stupid and they deserve to be made fun of. Yep. Thursday nights, not necessarily a new addition, just a little change in the lineup. Wally's second show, Cold-Blooded Conversations. We took one show and made it two shows. So Wally will be doing Cold-Blooded Conversations. It's all reptile talk and reptile conversations. I know he's got some guests lined up coming up here soon. Don't know who they are. I should do a better job of learning that. Friday nights, my man Blaze right beside me and Jeff, Nonsense and Chill. They're watching and talking all things movies.
And we got a Mad Max chapter coming at you this Friday. It's a fan-made film. I think I mentioned it earlier, called Hope and Glory. So it's about 40 minutes long. We're gonna watch it, review it, rate it, enjoy it.
Hell yeah. That's what's up. You guys can always be welcome in the Chatter's Box. Don't forget, once a month on Nonsense and Chill, it's trivia night. So if you're interested in movie trivia, Shane, right up your alley.
Oh yeah, Shane, if you're listening, this trivia month or this trivia Friday, the 28th, is 80s, 90s, and the aughts of action movies. So,
so I'm coming in. I'm defending my first win of the year. I got one win down.
there's some change ups to the format, but positive change.
And I won't be drinking at the end of the month. Well, I won't have as many, so I'll behave myself.
You're fine. It wasn't your drinking.
And then as always, Saturday nights, man. You know what Saturday nights are. We cut loose. We kick the door open. We call it the Open Door Challenge. That link is in the chat, and we invite anybody and everybody. Come on up and hang out with us. All we ask is that you keep your genitalia off the screen. That'd be greatly appreciated. And don't be a racist dirtbag. That's just unnecessary. I mean,
and don't be a lazy troll. Like if you're gonna troll us, like put some effort behind it. Come on.
Yeah.
Wow me with your trollness. As you, if it's your first experience, Blaze and I are some gunslingers. We're quick on the draw, quick with the trigger finger. We will shoot you down. Not just that. I think I was trolling on the internet when Yahoo Chats was a thing. Nice. And then we wrap the week up on Sundays with Unnecessary Roughness. It is our sports show. Starting this Sunday, we're going to be covering all things sports. We've been doing a lot of football, a lot of NFL, but we're gonna venture into the world of everything. If it's sports related, we're going to talk about it. We actually have a guest coming up this Sunday, Mr. Ben Kraft.
who is where is he at? I want to make sure I get his information correct. Where you at, man? There we go. Ben Kraft, CEO and founder of Crafted Iron, personal development and fitness for men. So, Rick and myself have taken on a little bit of a fitness journey, so I figured this would be a good guest to have on the show. He's going to come on. He's going to be actually our first guest on the first interview on the show. We'll look to do some more sports-related interviews as well. But Sundays at 1 o'clock, we get that bright and early and out the way on Sunday afternoons. I say bright and early because we're usually up late Saturdays, and I don't get out of bed until 11 or 12. But
I might need to check this out. He's like helping busy men shred 20 to 30 pounds in 90 days.
Yeah. I think it'll be a cool interview. Definitely very informative. But yeah, check us out. We are everywhere: Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. Shows are live Monday through Sunday on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. And you can listen anytime, any place, wherever you listen to podcasters or podcast at. We are everywhere. Funny, Shade, you popping in here tonight being a trucker. I do know that probably on the podcasting platforms, the truckers seem to be our biggest fan base. Because they turn us on and then they just rock and roll and hit the road, man. It shows Saturday night show is 6 hours long. And the rest of the shows are usually around 2 to 3 hours. So definitely got some time to kill when you're on the road and listen. Find all those little sweet spots, the Nonsensical Network, or simply go to bio.link/Nonsensical Network. While you're at our bio link, don't forget to check out my girl, Beauty and the Beard, Creative Corner. You can get all your nonsensical swag there and or just personalized stuff. Cups, hoodies, t-shirts. Like I said, I think she can do sweatpants. She's starting to experiment into the world of vinyl. So she's going to get into that. She's been doing sublimation. So the doors are going to open even more as far as what she can and can't do. I think we're going to have some stickers here soon too, Blaze.
Sweet. Ooh, stickers. I like stickers.
Yeah. So I think that'll be pretty sweet. That's something we could throw in relatively cheap and throw in with orders and stuff like that. Here, have a network sticker or a Nonsense and Chill sticker with your sweet ass t-shirt that you got. But no, we do appreciate you guys listening. We appreciate you guys.
Hey, stoners love their stickers, okay? I'm just saying.
Hey, man, I got a whole pile of stickers, and I'm not a stoner. I just don't know what to do with them because I've got some sweet ass stickers.
You stick them on shit. Stick them on your tumblers. Stick them on your laptops. Stick them on your mirrors. Stick them on your cars. Stick them on your beard. Stick them on your, I don't care.
He's going to give me a thing for my back windshield that says, ask me about my podcast, and then we're going to put the QR code beside it for the network. Yeah, I don't know, man. I got all these damn stickers, and I don't know what to do with them because all my tumblers are like custom-made tumblers. Like this is my Glick Show tumbler. I don't want to throw a sticker on it. That's old school ass tumbler right there, the Glick Show. But guys, don't forget to hit that follow, smash that like, and ring my bell. That way you know what we're doing when we do how we do. Gentlemen,
yeah. Kick them in the bells.
Kick me right in the bells, baby. Gentlemen, you got anything else you'd like to say before we get out of here?
Well, it's not Friday, so I can't say bring your own fucking popcorn. Next time you're out in downtown and you walk by a record store, hop in, scroll through the vinyls, see what you find.
Just smell the vinyls.
Smell the vinyls. Do that. Yes, go smell vinyls.
Just fan through them and get it. The hell are you doing? I'm smelling your vinyl. Yeah. Oh, okay. You might wind up on a list. It's not our fault. We have to be held accountable for your actions. If you take our advice, that's on you.
Nice.
Shane, you want to throw anything out there before we close out, brother?
when you are getting on the fucking interstate, that long ass ramp that you have, that's for you to get to the speed that is posted on the interstate. All right, and once you get to the bottom of that ramp, jackasses, you people know who you are. Fucking learn how to merge. All right, if a 18-wheeler does not move over for you, don't take it as offense, because there might be a condition to where we can't do that. You fucking silly sons of bitches. Look, you fucking adjust your speed. Either speed up or fucking slow down, drop back right behind me. But people don't know how to drive. I'm supposed... God, I'm so fucking sick of this shit. Learn how to get on the interstate. Just learn how to get on this state. And if you don't know how to get on it, if you come down the ramp at 35 miles an hour, you don't need to be on the interstate. Check. Fuck right off.
Blaze, I have an idea for a new weekly reel. Shane, we need you to send us trucker rants once a week.
Ooh, that'd be funny.
1 to 2 minutes long.
I've been doing this for 15 years. I got too many.
Maybe twice a week. Shout out to AJG. Thank you for coming up. I know that I was hoping to have a couple other surprises tonight, but unfortunately they got caught up in the studio for a little bit longer than they planned. But when we do this mixtape show, I think I'm going to continue to invite former guests up, and if they can make it, awesome. If they can't, no biggie. I understand they're busy people. But with that being said, as always, you know the routine, you know the drill. Be good or be good at it, baby.
Later.
Get this little.
Nonsensical network, different flavor every day. Movie talks, new flicks hitting the display. Microphone magic, musicians spill the praise. From reptiles to motorsports, burning rubber craze. Football clashes, touchdowns, epic plays. News spinning, catching on the latest phase. Gleaming cars, engines roaring up the pace. Street tales, urban stories we embrace. Tune in, every week diverse. Groove to the beats, let the rhythm immerse. Lyrics flowing, ciphers full of verse. Nonsensical network, feel the universe. Interviews buzzing, stars in the circuit. Worlds of tapestry, pieces we interpret. Hip-hop to rap, the flow never stagnant. Reptilian tales, nature's arrangement. Cars with muscle, engines with might. Motorsports roaring, speed in the night. Discussions heated, always a delight. Network of nonsense, but the vibe's just right. Tune in, wait for that beat. Flow so sick.